which has the potential to be a fantastic 5-map banger. So let's hope both teams bring their.
All right, let's see if it's Bulbasaur.
A nice series to round out the game.
What? How did y'all get that? What? What the fuck? What?
Is known to love to bring. Fixa taking this wide angle position though makes it very awkward to kind of walk out on the high ground. He can always threaten to boop you off, and so KSA over on the Diva is going to play from the low ground, playing a little bit more of a pokey style. Shockwave.
What's the best team in E right now? AQ? I think it's AQ, right?
A bit of a vulnerability for Gala to protect.
They have the high ground for a little bit, playing the back, but they're going to.
Oh my, Fixa just got owned.
Actually caught in a pretty poor position there. Gets picked up by Funny Astro. So Twisted Minds, they just need to quickly engage for the high ground, and they get a man advantage now. 5 versus 4. Let's see if they can close it out.
Yeah, trying to do a little bit too much, but the point cap still being pressured very heavily by VP. Quartz just barely slips away from that one, trying to put some damage.
All right, so everyone's still playing Freyo.
Fixa is back and trying to mix it up on the high ground. Opportunity for Shockwave, and he just barely can't get the finish. Jaywu does find it, and Arisa's been just forcing the objective constantly the entire time. Gala, even without the
I feel like Bap is actually not that bad right now in the Freyo.
Despite Psycho finding one, it's too little too late.
Should a Masters GM controller player just hang up the controller?
I mean, that's a painful loss to take.
Nah, bro, just keep playing.
They're still able to hold on to the engagement is huge.
Yeah, that's a risk you risk running if you're Twisted Minds here. You're playing this Lucio Kiri with the Diva as well. Virtus Pro, they're happy to put a lot of pressure onto the point with the Orisa and Gala on the Matisse, a lot of healing to keep the tank up. So they buy enough time and they put so much pressure onto the point that they're eventually able to poke down Twisted Minds and find the advantage. It's up to Twisted Minds here for the rotations to come through and maybe open things up against a bit more of a slower Virtus Pro comp.
Exile? X-Cow? Thanks for sub. Have you seen the ban stats for Freya and GM? No, is it crazy high?
Fired off, doesn't get a connection. Psycho with the pulse bomb is able to clean that one up with no drone to stabilize. Now Jaywu has to solo stall this one out, but it seems like
Okay, what's the point of zimming if you can just get a computer? Like, I swear a console, you can get like a PC for the same price as a console. Aim assist?
This is where it gets tricky for Virtus Pro now because you're playing this Orisa, you're playing this Bap. Realistically, I expect them to go inside here and let's try to get some kind of positioning because Twisted Minds, they want to play out in the open here. They want to let Psycho
a shit PC, maybe? I feel like you don't really need that good of a PC to play Overwatch. Unless you want to do more on like stream and stuff, but 500 for a PC, you definitely can play, like get a good PC and run Overwatch for 500. Wait, how did two people just die to a Diva Bomb in the big 2-5?
It's a 2-for-2. Both teams low. Double support though for Shockwave. Has a ton of resources on this Cassidy. Could take a very aggressive peek in. For now, Quartz forced off the angle. Big headshot. Forces the recall from Tracer. And Virtus Pro, they want to strike while the iron is hot. Get anything that they possibly can. Funny Astro dancing around Bagala. There to punish him from behind the pillar. Psycho falls too. The pressure from this Cassidy is pretty immense. Diva is back. Maybe gonna try and
what PC can I play Overwatch on for 500? I think you just gotta build your own. But you definitely can.
Playing it slow. The point's still being stalled though. Twisted Minds running up the score as much as they can. But
yeah, no, $500 PC can get you like, you can play most games for a $500 PC, I swear.
In the low numbers engagement.
Yeah, it's a crazy post bomb from Jaywu that actually evens it up after KSA's 2K.
Just a kid from Little Rule, one love. How you been, Cal?
Enough picks to try to level out the 3 versus 3 fight and they win it out because of double support, like you said. Now though, 60% against 60%. Virtus Pro double support ultimate, and they're gonna commit both, Jake.
It's a big beat. Funny Astro's low. KSA as well. They have to fall back. They have to try to regroup. Full HP for VP. The Matrix.
Winning feels good. Oh yeah, I see y'all winning all the time.
In the face of a double support ultimate commitment. It's a very nice trade for Twisted Minds, but Jaywu crucially finds Simple at the last moment. Now Twisted Minds 80% on the board against them. They know they need to make a play. They need to try to clutch this fight out. Shockwaves find Quartz.
Those late nights in Little Rule, seriously.
Twisted Minds just trying to regroup, trying to get back for one.
Bro, when I think, thanks to 8 months.
Should be able to make that happen. Jaywu's gonna duel that flank before the fight even really begins.
And they're looking for picks here. Suspecting that Psycho's gonna go for the touch here, contesting with KSA.
I think Psycho's touching from the other side.
Should come in here.
Yeah, the Psycho grabs the touch from the other side. It's no problem. Kitsune Rush deployed on the point for Simple. And so giving a nice early base, big
wait, how did Fixa die? Wait, what? How did Fixa die?
The kill. These players are incredibly low under the protection of the drone, and once it falls, so too will they.
Wait, what happened to Vestola? They slam out Vestola or what?
Getting cleaned up. Psycho hero play there, touching the point, forwarding.
Why am I so out of the loop in EU?
From that, even under the drone, and KSA helps find the cleanups.
Yeah, and Gala just, the drone wasn't in time for the pulse bomb. That's a crucial pick.
Oh, just two tanks?
There on the Tracer, and now Virtus Pro. Yes, they have a couple of ultimates here, but it's so tough. Funny Astro's gonna build a sound barrier here.
I swear VP were looking like unbeatable last stage.
Position here if they can get value from this beat.
Last time Twisted Minds with the aggro beat, Virtus Pro just full kited back. They won't have that option if we get down to the overtime. How are they gonna
Twisted looking pretty good though.
Here's the beat now.
Kiting.
Sense the opportunity, they're trying to fall back off this play, and maybe they have a bit of time to come back in for the retake. KSA down out of the mech, speared by Eisnom, who's holding on.
That's not very good.
Well, low on cooldowns, doesn't have that fortify, needs to just get those heals from Gala.
Oh my god!
VP in the chaos. Psycho though takes down.
Oh my god, Seiko's killing everybody! Oh my god!
Psycho with the second. Shockwave so low, Quartz shuts that one down, and somehow Twisted Minds, despite losing the Diva, the space was created, and Psycho strikes with ruthless efficiency, cleans this one up, and that's a very back and forth affair, but Twisted Minds gonna come out with the round.
Yeah, the damage player is looking fantastic for Twisted Minds and making a big difference right now. Virtus Pro, I think they played the composition quite well. They move around with the Cassidy, the BAP. They try to disengage from...
J-coms are too cold. I've been saying this.
And then they try to re-engage. Shockwave finding a couple of picks there on the Cassidy. But for the most part, Twisted Minds do a great job of maneuvering around this Cassidy BAP composition and then finding the picks necessary.
J-Woo's 11-2.
This guy is on fire. It was a huge difference maker.
Stats player.
Jwoo is not far behind him though, 11-2, right? These Tracers are going blow for blow. The damage is naturally going to be a little bit lower in the BAP comp. He has some
Uber busy casting Masters Toronto. What the hell?
Space, but he's staying alive. He's finding those final blows. So both teams with some heavy hitters.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Jake was casting Deadlock. I was thinking about trying Deadlock, but I don't know. I don't know if it's my kind of game. When I was playing it, I was only playing one character. I think I had like an hour in the game. I was playing the Shiv character. Jake was casting Night Rain. He be casting anything. What?
Yeah, Shockwave is naturally going to be a big target here for Twisted Minds, but for now, it's just about contesting this point.
I just feel like Deadlock's so boring to watch. I don't know.
Find an opportunity here. See, wall dropped right now. KSA?
I was trying to watch it. It just wasn't that fun to watch.
He's caught, flanked from all sides. The flip comes in, but Twisted Minds have the bigger picture in mind. Trades coming in though from Jwoo, so both his scans down, and Virtus Pro relatively the healthier squad with point control. So managing to trade that one out well. Eisnom is low though. This is a window now for the heavy repush to come out from Twisted Minds. They're trying to deny Eisnom from restoring back to that armor threshold. KSA low, running out of steam to continue this push. Simple. Taking a bit of counter pressure as well. Now it's VP's turn for the counter punch, looking to swarm back over the point. Both teams going blow for blow, but this clock is just ticking up for VP, and that's a big kill by Eisnom. Without Simple, you will not be able to sustain into a long fight. Eisnom stays alive, proving his worth to the squad.
Yeah, and Virtus Pro doing a great job playing the momentum back and forth in game right there.
Splitgate 2? Nah.
Here, but Twisted Minds without Quartz.
I don't know. Splitgate never really appealed for me.
Enough damage to get that frag onto Eisnom, and then Virtus Pro, when they recognize the steam, has run out for Twisted Minds to collapse back onto Twisted Minds and secure the fight when they're coming up on big ultimates here. Twisted Minds is slightly missing out on that sound barrier, but for the most part,
it's hard playing any FPS outside of Overwatch and Valorant, bro. Overwatch is just... It's just the nicest FPS to play, bro. Oh, I just saw Resident Evil 9.
Forces all the position retreated now. KSA eats that one up, grabs a nice big shield for his benefit. Simple, come forward now.
But Valorant been growing on me like crazy recently. I've been playing off-stream a shit ton. Like before I go to bed. You playing that? What? Playing what? Resident Evil 9? I'm down.
KSA dropping a little bit low. Support ults running thin. Now players really have to risk their lives. KSA pushing very deep. Has that self-destruct. Once he gets D-Mac, drops that in an aggressive position. Shockwave.
What's SHF? What's that?
And time is ticking against you if you are Twisted Minds. VP still healthy. Jwoo, Eisnom on the point with both supports. Pulse Bomb probably has KSA's name on it here. He's got to be so cautious.
Oh, like Silent Hill game?
Strikes. Big connection from Jwoo. The D-Mac comes in, and that should be VP taking round 2.
You always down to play? Then play Valorant for 49 hours. Valorant Overwatch for 49 hours. Just a 70-year-old improver. That's a good thing. It's a 3 months. Yeah, I'm not to try Night Rain. Liza P, yeah, I do need to get on Liza P too. So many games I need to play.
Yeah,
The Curio
You like hot dogs? I love hot dogs.
Well, that's such a sick play from Eisnam. I mean, we've been talking about how do you come in to replace a player like Vasola. This is how. This guy's been grinding.
What the fuck? Yo, Baldo, thanks to 5 gifted.
Here's my bed. Right.
This Twisted is one of the best
So, like,
teams.
I'm back.
He's like super aggressive. Lucio
And imagine this is the first thing you see when you wake up.
Always handling them. So right now,
I heard Liza P was actually really hard. Or like, not hard, but like different than Souls games, I guess.
Cassidy, though, it's gonna be maybe scary to contest the high ground, but Shockwave trades his life before going down.
Yeah, my internet's good now. Did you ever play Wukong? I didn't like Wukong that much. It was okay.
Fighting well with the group, and it seems like Twisted Mind's gonna have to regroup out of this one.
What toppings you put on a hot dog? Mustard, ketchup, relish. God of War? No. I've been getting crazy God of War clips on my For You page on TikTok.
Yeah, and it does seem like Virtus Pro, they're very confident in playing out these scrappy 4 versus 4 fights.
Probably my internet. I think my upload speed was too ass. That dude, you can't. I know you can't handle Souls like. What's that supposed to mean?
Pushed back quite a far amount, so this is going to be from simple. This is now Virtus Pro trying to apply pressure onto Twisted Mind. Psycho goes down.
Is so low, but Shockwave's Jaywu, they strike first, and Eisnam getting perfectly peeled by the team, goes just far.
Bro, Sister Freed is not a fun boss.
Beautiful cleanse by Simple, right time with the reload, but it's just overwhelming those.
Sister Freed is like the fire giant. It's just not a fun boss.
Edge on this map, and the Hazard seems to have the edge in this matchup for now.
Yeah, and also Virtus Pro, they're playing their limits so well, right? Because Eisnam is dropping low a few of these fights. Yeah. They're able to get away. They know exactly how much damage they can afford to take.
Of course you would say the fire giant isn't fun. Am I wrong? Am I wrong though?
Enough time here for the rest of the team, and they're gonna fall back.
I mean, space creator, right? Deadeye, you're not mad at that. And like literally running the clock for 10 seconds, it's decent.
Yeah, the fire giant must be bad fun when you got a fucking bleed build, dexterity out the ass. Like it's whatever, bro. Using fire weapons against a fire giant. They're just countering my build. Someone just asked me to hop on schedule 1. Are we being serious?
Into the lower to grab a mega and couldn't get the sound barrier. They're still trying to scrap this one out, but maybe Psycho just has a little bit too much purchase on the fight. KSA drops the low, grabs the mega. Psycho cleans up Jaywu. The flip comes in.
You can read my name, by the way. Okay, Pub Stars just asked me to get on schedule 1 in the big 2-5.
Get that sound barrier. That was pretty much the only thing that allowed Twisted Minds to close out that fight. That was the small.
Yeah, I beat the Elden Ring DLC.
In favor of Twisted Minds, and now 20%. They got 3 ultimates on the board here. Let's see how they.
I think I made a YouTube video too, like something about you can use this new perfume build.
The kid scan player. Here comes the bowler shot.
Big bowler shot in the back line. There's no diva to eat it, so Quartz really profiting. They're gonna be able to win this fight with just the bowler shot. Great start for Twisted Minds in running back this round. And the retake is where the Cassidy could be a bit of a liability, right? Like trying to walk up and turn those corners into the choke point. You really are vulnerable to getting jumped on. You really just cannot Diva turning the corner on you.
Bro, Simple is moving like Thanos.
Really navigate this challenge perfectly. High Noon, it's something. It's an old sort of split. He's got a big channel though. Oh, and it doesn't get eaten. KSA forced into the self-destruct. The kills came in for VP elsewhere in the fight, so Shockwave baits the aggression on himself. Uses the High Noon just to stay alive long enough. Gets a big nuke.
Oh my god, no way. Oh my!
Gonna be grabbing this flip right back. Quartz fighting Jaywu was a nice kill, but won't be enough unless they can find some more. And Quartz just wants to live, wants to farm up that next bola shot. Knows how powerful it is with no diva on the other side of the field.
Yeah, and
just get on Subnautica. I'm down to play Subnautica. I had a dream about Subnautica recently. K24 Oxy, thanks to 4 months.
Getting a couple of fights to kick off the fight. Now, early from Gala.
Yeah, Eisnam dives in deep, takes a lot of that.
Here we go with the I'm down again. What do y'all want from me? Mew, these are 6 months.
Come back in for the touch. It's a big fight there. Opening for Twisted Minds, giving them a bit of an edge. Jaywu so deep, no recall, but still fighting with some fearlessness. Quartz doesn't get that beat, still trying to get into this fight, but Twisted Minds, it's good enough this time.
Oh my!
They take down Shockwave, they take down Jaywu, and they're going to be going once again towards those overtime fights. It feels like these two teams were meant to match up here.
Yeah, another great valuable beat for Funny Astro. Engage in Twisted Minds, a clean house there.
Actually made your bed? Oh no. Times are changing.
Support ultimates on either side. This is going to come down to the tracers.
Is Simple the unkillable king?
Make a difference on this
Quartz.
But this is time for Quartz to step up. Yeah, with this bowler.
This is all Quartz. Bola shot relatively free here. It's
Does Shockwave just not play Freya?
Quartz has everything to do
Oh
in this fight.
my.
Under a lot of pressure, he would love to get that stick, but he just barely dances away. Bola shot connects onto the back line, and it's just enough to take down Shockwave. Despite the cleanse, it's still not enough. And without a hit scan, who can take down Quartz? He's getting healthy once again. Twisted Mind's
I
in
get
a
it.
great position to close out this round.
No, Seiko's been playing really good on Tracer. Like outside of that pulse, like whatever, but he's actually been playing really good.
Continuing to fight on into this. Quartz doing his best to pump that damage. Eisnam trying to stay alive, getting flanked, hit from all sides. The Sports are doing everything to keep him up, but it's just not enough. The pressure overwhelming. Twisted Mind's in such an advantage now. Big shots from Shockwave coming back in, but he can't quite get enough to take down Quartz. KSA with a self-destruct can just full send this one on to Shockwave. No fear for his life. And now Jwoo desperately trying to stall it out. They have that Kitsune Rush on the point, giving them a bit more cooldowns, but Funny Astro finds one in the fight. KSA back in the back, full suit. Simple.
AJ.
Available as well for Funny Astro, and you got a bit more delay left in you, Virtus Pro, but who's gonna find the kill? Who's gonna get you back into this? It's just impossible. Twisted Minds snatch this game back and take our opening map of the series, but I think, Johnny, from this one, we are in for a close matchup.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? We went down to literally the final fight of the map. Both series playing at their absolute best right now, trading back and forth.
When did SG play? They play tomorrow.
Both teams, they play slightly different styles with Diva, the Hazard, but they're still trading momentum back and forth and trying to make these big plays that make the small, make the big difference in the fights here. So yeah, both teams, they're looking real good going into this match, Jake.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive stuff. Especially, I think Quartz really started to heat up toward the end of that third round, and that's
Overwatch is so buns disconnected from the game, gave me a ban, took my elo and my endorsement level went down. All because of shit servers? Our servers bad right now in Overwatch?
For the squad, be a huge problem.
Go Preds? Y'all want Preds? We can run some Preds.
We've seen a couple teams now start to look a little bit more towards the Cassidy, and I'm starting to see why. I'm starting to see the vision, right? Especially with Bath being a little bit more in the meta. Cassidy is just that old classic stand and deliver character that is a real problem in these fights. If you can't deal with him, he's gonna deal with you.
Yeah, and I think it lends itself to some of these maps, like
Literally took his bombs and ran.
For example, yeah, you can kind of like kite away and see if you can get some picks on Cassidy. But I'm also worried that maybe if you commit too hard on the Cassidy, it actually allows Twisted Minds to identify a target for them to engage upon, and I think they dealt with Shockwave quite nice there. At least if you're playing the Freya, Freya has so much mobility in hand that it's hard to punish a Freya.
You play Clash Clans like
We're gonna see
not
how
for a
this
while.
develop, but for now, walking with the Cassidy. We'll see if they stick with it for the rest of the series.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of maps to play here. I think both these teams are not limited to these comps, right? He's choosing to bring out the Cassidy because he thinks that's the best tool for the job in that spot, that situation, this matchup. And we'll have to see, of course, where VP decide to take it. You have a lot of power here with the map pick, especially, I mean...
anything new Overwatch? Any patches or anything? What's going on?
I gotta say, Eisnam
was wondering.
Okay.
Great to me. Like, I do not think... I would not criticize Eisnam. I feel like they can...
They have a loot box history. What the fuck? They say this 11 months.
Need to be able to do that if they want to win the series. I don't think you're winning this trying to play slow the whole time. So there's a world where you just double down and you say, like, let's run it back with one more speed mirror. And then
When has this been a thing? What?
maybe you can get a Lucio ban over the line this time.
Right, but at the same time, I feel like
Change the name for your orbs? Oh, like oh, I don't know, maybe.
those fast-paced compositions,
Quail aims things at 12 months. What's a good name for them?
You can force some of these slower kind of compositions,
PGE coin?
over to the Alari. I feel like you have to capitalize on this opportunity.
I did not think like channel points would be used that much.
Makes a lot of sense for me for Virtus Pro to go
Pretzel things at 3 months.
series. That's one of your best picks, but
All right, let me see how you change it.
Dorado instead. Wow, I think this is a really interesting pick coming through from Virtus Pro.
Eisnam, baby. Maybe. Unless they go with like a
Decoy.
Pistola Diva with the Winston ban. There's another sort of a thought here. Although I'm not sure how good the Winston ban is on this map with options like Hazard and Ball to kind of replace him. Could bring out the Widows here. Also, I think this is kind of like one of the best Widow maps in the pool.
Put a pick in there? What picture could I even
A little
use?
too good in that matchup to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, and I'm actually, I don't think Virtus Pro has actually
Haircuts.
played
That was a good
Dorado
one.
stage, so they choose to bring it out here against Twisted Minds, and Vestola is going to come in, which, we don't know Vestola versus Winston, so it's going to lean more onto that.
Check Discord, let me see.
That's kind of what you expect. I fully agree with you. But still, though, I feel like when this roster kind of came together, Virtus Pro, right? You were kind of looking at Dorado as one of the maps where you'd kind of want to take them to because you see at Vestola's hero pool and you're thinking, well, of course want to force or just play a dive map when they have a player like this.
Verticality as much as you did before, but I still kind of prefer heroes with some vertical mobility.
The Taco Bell chicken nuggets are gas. I've not tried that.
They really need to lock it down on that first point choke, but then they can always swap over to hazard or something with some more vertical options for second and third.
Yeah, I'm not a big Ramata fan on Dorado. I do think it's interesting as well to see mine sending out the Juno
New 20-in-1 body wash, shampoo, conditioner, peanut butter, shaving cream, whipped cream, and more. Sponsored by PGE. No, I tried the Popeye chicken wrap. It actually tasted really good. It actually surprised me.
It's funny because I feel like I got Lucio Curie.
But when I pulled up to the Popeyes, the menu was down. Their menu was completely like, I don't know. I think it had like a hole in it or something. I couldn't even see the menu. But I don't know. It took like 20 minutes for it to come out. I only ordered 2 wraps too.
Historically, was just like such an elite off tank player.
It was good as fuck though.
Right in the 2 tank meta. So, you know, I'm curious. I think this is kind of like the balls in your court, VP. You could go for the strategic edge.
It had a hole. Yeah, no, like the menu screen, you couldn't even see the menu. It was just.
I feel like in this era, maybe teams
it was completely pitch black.
With hero bands, that tends to deal to me.
It's gonna be the RDC world. Oh my god.
Perfect comp.
I don't know more.
So you're
I knew it. I knew it.
Like my customers would feel endangered if they came to this location. Correct. I'm talking about possible fights, possible shootouts, a dice game at any moment.
This is exactly how it is, bro. Every Popeye, I don't know why. It's just like it's broken down. It's hanging on by a thread. But I swear it's the best fried chicken I ever had.
Amazing. Hey, wait, slow down. We're not the cops, man.
Okay, I don't know if I ever had, but it's good as fuck.
Okay, hey.
And a possible shootout that's about to take place right there.
Hey, what's up with you, bro? Hey, bro, I got an homie, bro.
Okay, me too. What's up?
They do look like they're about
Best
action.
of all worlds.
Amazing. I thought this location might be perfect, so I went ahead and brought my construction workers just to start.
Very resourceful.
Yes, yes.
Yo, what are y'all doing here? Y'all talking about my fucking suit.
What?
Yeah.
Don't pay him any money.
We didn't say nothing.
No, y'all stay right there. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all stay right there, for real.
Hey, nigga, you better shut the fuck up talking to me, nigga.
Oh.
I'm not playing. I'm looking for Popeyes, nigga.
I just hate you.
They with me, nigga.
Oh.
This Popeyes location. Stop playing with me. Oh.
727 Sunrise ain't 2 months. Whoop. Alright, hold on. Let me end Preds. Ah! So when do you plan on streaming career-wise? What do you mean? Like how long do I plan on streaming?
Who's gonna stop the car? I guess KSA will. Of course, just gonna kill Gala. Well, that's looking a little scary, right? Like dominating the high ground. That's kind
I don't know how long I plan on streaming.
really don't have much contest.
Unless like one day I wake up and completely get bored of streaming. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Allowed to pick Virtus Pro apart. Yeah, they'll have a lot of strength when it comes to pushing the card and stuff like that, but Quartz could have a field day in securing some of these picks.
We were doubting.
I'll be like that one, you know that one dad that be playing Fortnite and be camping in bushes? I forgot his name.
On the payload, and Ram loves nothing more than to get, you know, face tanked on the payload, and it looks like he's gonna be able to get exactly that matchup.
Bush camp dad. That's exactly how I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be the widow dad.
Speed being attempted on the low ground. Now Shockwave in position to maybe get something done, but he's got to find some kind of a connection. Card is not rolling here, and time is ticking against you. Bakala finds Quartz. That's a big opener. Shockwave in position, gets a second, looking to just clean this fight up. He's not even gonna finish that kill. Gonna go back to the car.
Yeah, and it's
KSA just taking it up.
From Virtus Pro as KSI is gonna go down, like you said here. It's more of this style where Virtus Pro, they're playing this Lucio Bab Cassidy.
Widow dad, that's Caffrey. I swear he doesn't even.
Map, trying to take some kind of map advantage and then utilize that to find picks on Twisted
I think he plays Marvel Rival now.
Map agnostic now. They brought this out on Oasis, of course, and look comfortable doing
I've
it.
actually not been in the game with Caffrey in light years.
This is their preferred playstyle going into this series.
The question is Bristola, though,
What's up, bro?
cold off the bench. How is he going to perform in this style? Right? They were playing this before, but they're doing it with Eisnom, and so begs the question.
You the widow dad who still be getting rage
On
baited.
the defense or in different spots in the map.
Yeah.
KSA struggling so far, though, on Thermatra to tank through. Very, very low. Takes a ton of support just to stay alive. Uses all of his cooldowns. Hainu now forced. Shockwave cancels, looks for the flash. It's a very heads-up dodge, though, by Psycho in that backline, taking a bit of attention on himself. This Ant Matrix is becoming a problem for the defense. Beat comes down, KSA low on skills, pops that form though, is just holding in the corner, just tanking up. You just cannot deal with this Ramatra in that position. Quartz getting every single heal from Simple. Very nice care there from the backline, keeping Quartz alive. Unbelievable that Jwoo gets a kill through all that. But
I think BAP is fine in pro play as long as they play Freya. Like if it's against Freya, I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, this kind of becomes Twisted Minds. You know, if we're trying to apply...
I feel like Freya is just so much better than Cass, especially on Dorado.
Rotate in time. And this is one of those spots for Virtus Pro. It's a little bit tricky for them to get the space required to open things up, get picks. They're going to swap over to the Kirk, who are abandoning the Batista.
They're still a try hard. Really no crosshair?
Leaves their composition a bit more vulnerable. I'm kind of worried for
That's not assuming that. Maybe like Shockwave just not comfortable on Freya. That's on Quartz. Crazy ass his gun.
There's not really a way to hit from an alternate angle on Cassidy. And so KSA is kind of making mincemeat of them. He has ultimate now. He's looking to get a little bit aggressive here. Pops into the backline, zones everyone else away. Vistola is completely in alone by himself. And of course he's going to go down. Even commits the ultimate. A bit of off sync there. So coming in off the bench is looking a little rough for him right now. And KSA is just absolutely running it down on VP. I mean, full court aggression. Vistola going to go over to the Orisa. But this is final.
VP, how are VP boom though? They're 3-1.
With this Bola shot.
Yeah, and Twisted Minds are getting a ton of value from their composition. Like we talked about Ramatra, of course, contesting the card. But Juno and Kiriko have been...
What happened that they're boomed?
Uncontested this entire game. Quartz as well with a Bola shot here as well. Going to pop it. And they get a...
I mean, Quartz is just uncontested back here. Who can contest Quartz?
This would be the perfect defense for Twisted Minds.
Yeah, it looks like the full hold is coming in. I mean, Vistola just has no HP left. Pulse Bomb goes wide for Jwoo, and you took us to Dorado. We had hope for some kind of wild strat, and instead, it's Twisted Minds who just read this pick perfectly, and the Dina ban...
You fuck with the Holly man? Fuck no.
Away from VP, they really just barely get any kind of push into this map. And I just can't... I mean, for VP...
How'd you fix your internet? I saw internet providers.
Into the defensive Ramatra. I think I see that comp if the defenders are playing a more mobile tank, and you could, like, punish that tank's mobility, you push them off the cart, you push the cart little by little, but that comp, like BAP and Cassidy, can't get behind Ramatra. They just don't do it. And to me, that's it's kind of a poor strategic choice for this map, or at least for the matchup that Twisted Minds brought you.
Yeah, it's so tough when you play the BAP Cassidy, because what is your win condition there?
You on fiber now? Yeah, I'm on fiber now.
Position in the middle of the point. Point one there. Like the Ramatra's going to contest the payload, and then what? Are you looking for the Cassidy to get a pick on the Freya? It's almost like you want to speed through the house and like rotate onto the enemy team and open things up that way. But the Ramatra...
Gig up 2? Yeah, I'm on. I think I'm on like 2,000 up, 2,000 down.
Speeding past the tank on Dorado, it's just not happening.
No,
right?
you have to like rotate around, but even so, there's like not enough space on this point to...
It was for the same price too. I actually don't understand it.
Your own Kiriko.
GG thinks it's 7 months.
And like come over the wall, come over, hit the back line, ignore the Ramatra.
No, it was for the same price I was paying for the Spectrum.
Do the job you're
It was like $50.
VP though, I think maybe this is what they wanted to play, is this like defensive setup where I actually do like this strat. Defense like is very strong. However, Twisted Minds now, they have so many opportunities.
They've been scamming you.
To get like not even to the end of first.
Bro,
it's an amazing
I was reading online. Apparently, Spectrum only allows like 10 to 35 gigs up or megabytes upload.
There's always the chance that Quartz just open things.
Rising this up.
So Shockwave now over to the Freya here on this defense. This is where Shockwave really needs to step up and make the magic happen, because you're looking at the Orisa, the BAP rig, like they only have so much impact into this game. But so it's going to contest this point, but it's up to the damage player or Virtus Pro to open things up, and Jay was going to kick it off with a pick on the Quartz.
That's very big. However, it's not going to...
Okay, well, Spectrum Fiber is different. I don't have Spectrum Fiber.
Out of the sales, but Card is rolling forward. Like, Twisted Minds are getting what they need out of this fight. Quartz is right back into the fight. It just doesn't change much at all. And BP are kind of just on this defense. They're trying to peek aggressively from the high ground, but Ramatra is just tolerating all that pressure beautifully. And now they're forced back, defending the choke point. Twisted Minds, if they want to take the high ground, they can grab it right now. And, I mean, KSA's just walking it up mid. He's so tanky. He's getting a ridiculous amount of heals from these supports.
Yeah, again, they're playing the Juno Kiriko or Twisted Minds, and they're getting so much value. They're going to build these ultimates. Gala's going to pop the amplification matrix, but this is Virtus Pro making their final stand.
Shockwave through the amp matrix finds Simple. It's a big connection. Could mitigate some of the threat from this continued offense. Quartz trying to trade it back, but just not quite enough damage.
My city has a 90% fiber coverage with the obsession of my neighborhood. That would actually start crying.
You're in dire straits, and honestly, Simple kind of gave that one up, right? Could have just waited out the amp matrix. But I mean, it's a scary spot, right? Like that. I think that.
Honestly, they could lose this.
The one-hit kill.
Shockwave is on Freya now?
Freya, so it's a pretty scary prospect. That damn Matrix Freya is a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, I think realistically, all these fight wins for the pro.
Bro, attackers' advantages. Whatever. You know what? Y'all win, bro. Y'all fucking win, man. Y'all fucking win.
Monumentous task for this pro to live through that. It's going to be Twisted Mind's best bet at winning this one.
Ever since I heard of attackers' advantage, I've only thought about how fake it actually is. I know! I know!
So Freya's off the board. Now Psycho looking to get him with a pulse bomb of his own. He's here in the back with Simple's got support in this position, just barely got though. Dodges that one away. Rally comes in to potentially deal with this push into the back line with Simple's ultimate. Funny Astro's low, has Ray online, but got stunned just a little bit too early. It's a nice pick from Pistola. And once again, Twisted Minds getting cleaned up. Virtus Pro holding on to this map. I mean, I think this is why
This is a perfect example of AA.
Pistola into the game is for the defense. And despite a weak attack, there's still a chance to
Stay
win this
fucking
match.
low.
As you mentioned, I agree that Kitsune Rush is a key part of the offensive strategy. However, Orbital Ray can serve much the same functions. You're not out of the woods yet if you're Virtus Pro.
But still, that was kind of the fight though. But Funny Astro didn't have the Orbital Ray in time, and there was no point in even using it. This now, 1 minute to go. Funny Astro has the Orbital Ray, but Virtus Pro are looking pretty with the amplification matrix. This is now allowed Virtus Pro to make a good stand on this defense and survive.
Oh, KSA in trouble, got boot back away from that. Is ulting, but it's a big spin from Pistola.
And GG.
Center of the team, 2 kills.
Oh my god.
50 seconds on the clock. Twisted Minds, you got to reset fast. This one is over. One more chance, and I mean, you got nothing left in the tank. You got to do a dry fight, and there's always a chance with somebody like Quartz on the team. You know, we can make.
I'm not falling for this bait. I'm not falling for this bait.
But with no ultimates, I would so much rather be this VP team. Psycho has secured himself a position in the back. I kind of like the Zarya, actually. I kind of think this is kind of a sick.
It's just Dorado. It's literally just Dorado.
Turn against Virtus Pro if this Zarya gets energized.
Dorado first point is literally worse than like.
Quartz with Shockwave. Oh no, that's so rough.
I was about to say Midtown second point, but
Needs to get a lot of kills from the supports. Drone forced. So is the Fortified. They're running out of defensive skills to hold on to this position. And the energy is starting to come in. Jay with the pulse bomb could be the hero for the squad. Psycho is incredibly low, but just barely stays alive. Big pulse connection though. On supports. Takes him off the field. KSA though.
Wait.
Energy. And maybe he'll be the last man standing.
Bait.
Low HP on the Zarya. Getting the support. Finding 2 kills already. Jay-Woo desperate to take the support down, but they're dancing so well. The bubble. Surely the final nail.
Bait.
Top and Twisted Minds barely are going to snatch this one back. The heads up Zarya pick puts them up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, it's a great start pick to get them across the finish.
odds I think it's 6 months.
Twisted Minds,
Hey, dude.
They played with fire, Jake. Way too close for comfort, and I really do.
Are we gonna see a 3? Is it a 3-0 Overwatch? Oh my days.
One fight, and they just couldn't
Seiko is looking too nice. Quartz too.
get enough value from those ultimates, and they put them in a really risky
Shockwave
position.
is so shit. Fuck you.
Virtus Pro, but Twisted Minds,
Shockwave, you gonna take that?
they just barely get across the finish line because of a beautiful pick from Quartz, but that was way harder than it needed to be for TM.
Yeah, I think both teams kind of made the same mistake. Both teams let the defense have like a better slow fighting comp than them on attack. But once the Zarya came out, right, the energized Zarya, it's just too late for Pistola to swap, right? He's committed. He's on defense. And
What time are NA games? NA games are like 4 or 5 p.m. I think.
As far as time to give up on the point, you could lose
5
first
p.m.
point,
I think.
come back second, you've been in a better spot, but their lackluster offense put them in that position, and TM were able to capitalize. I gotta say, by the way, Quartz continuing to find openers right when the team needs them, right? Like there's so much pressure on you on that moment as a hits game player.
Dream country city, living in Florida.
It's up to you to find something to make that possible.
Wherever my family is.
The rest of the team to find the confidence to push.
My skincare routine.
Quartz still
No shower.
again.
Rub kiwi skin on your face.
EP right now, down 2-0 in the series.
Use butter.
One of the scariest threats in the
That's
opposing
it.
team on one of the best heroes in the meta is just only getting better.
Yeah, this is a really scary situation now for VP. You're down 2-0 in this series. You got a reverse sweep, and I think there's
Best US city to vacation for a week. Best US city to vacation.
I feel like it's
I
guess on Oasis, like,
maybe like New York. I don't know.
fairly competitive with
Wind tempos, I think they're too much. If you like beaches and stuff like that, maybe Florida.
Maybe I shouldn't read into that, but I feel like VP are now in a spot where they need to bring out the composition that plays better into Twisted Minds. Because
Eid Mubarak.
momentum playing this Castry bad comp.
Well,
What's up, Diana?
Minds have shown their versatility, right? Which is that they've shown two very different styles. Oasis, they were playing full tempo, and it was VP who are playing the slower comp, where they can kind of survive out with the Cassidy and the VAP and clutch those fights because you're bringing so much aggression, right? With the Lucio Carry Diva, you're diving in every fight.
All right, make sure to bet.
Really quick. And VAP and Cassidy maybe through and
Honestly, maybe VP have a comeback.
Close map 1. Map 2, though, it's a complete switch, and all you do is just bring out the Juno and the Ram, and now the Ram is just...
I don't know. What are some nice places y'all visited in America? Jamie thinks that 3 months.
Shooting shields or the super
Yippee!
resistant Ram block, and I think VP were just too slow to adapt. Like,
I believe in J-Boo.
we're going to change the pace on you on map 2.
I believe in the course domination.
I love that KSA has that intelligence to pick the Zarya there. It wasn't an obvious pick. I didn't see it either. And then he picked, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, that's so smart.
I hate when someone say they're from New York and they say some bullshit like Albany. What do you want them to do? Not be from there or what?
Runasapi will be the next pick for VP.
Walk hard thanks to 5 months.
You're facing down back-to-back.
What up, bro?
Too big of a task to cosplay right now. It's just about Runasapi. Do VP put Icon back in? I mean,
Las Vegas was really fun. I've never been to the West Coast. I actually really want to visit.
So when they've gone to run us up in the past, they've actually played the...
Wait, what the fuck? When did I get a VIP in the Overwatch esports chat? Wait, what the fuck? What did they VIP me? They gave me a diamond.
That seems quite reasonable. But I do think Twisted Minds have a pretty good opportunity here if that were to be the case to...
What?
A ban that will make it difficult for VP. I think VP, they probably have to protect ban the tank here if they want to play the Orisa, which could open the door for Twisted Minds.
Yo, Listless, thanks for the raid.
Because I don't think Twisted Minds, they're necessarily tied to this break. They can play the Lucio Kiri.
You legit said this exact thing before. Stop, bro. Did I actually? Did I actually say this before? What?
Because if you want to ban Lucio Carry,
What the fuck?
because they just cut you and just shoot you with their knives. And
Hope you had a
stuff.
good stream, bro. Thanks for raid.
Eye on Orisa. Maybe that matchup doesn't. I've seen like the Lucio Carry defeat these big Juno comps on this map just by like kiting you. It feels like you can just run away forever with Lucio.
Bro, I love shaving and then like you get to feel like the smooth skin.
We'll see how these teams, what their vision of the meta is right now, going into what could be the decisive map of the series. Hopefully not for Virtus Pro fans.
So the bans actually just came...
Aurelius, thanks to 4 months. What hair? I get like, bro, I swear I get like little pubes on my face. Is it? I don't know. I just can't see myself with facial hair.
You play the Orisa as well, but Twisted Minds are going to ban the Batiste as well. So they maybe recognize that VP has been playing some of this Cassidy Bap style, and they don't want them to do that.
Like Nair? No, I've never used Nair.
Really necessary on...
What really changed my life was a Philips Naraka One Blade. The Philips Naraka One Blade literally changed my life for the better. Oh my god.
Then the Juno break, because I think that does give you that massive.
Not even an ad. Like not even an ad. It actually changed my life, bro.
There's like such a natural synergy between those characters. So this says to me that Twisted Minds want to up the pace, maybe not aggressively, but just like to be the more mobile team with something like a Lucio Carry style. That I think is probably their
You
best
tried
one, 'cause
Super's
they-
ball tech
they
yet?
could go
What
with
is
Juno
Super's
Carry
ball
too,
tech?
wanted to really play those long fights, but then
Oh my god, no. I actually seen a YouTube video of this guy shaving his butthole.
get the edge over
That
the
was
Orisa.
crazy.
Just mirror, but
I don't know how they allowed that on YouTube, but
I think.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know, what do you think?
yes, the Asian dude. Yes.
Sloppy as well, like playing the...
Oh my god. Yeah, I know it's educational, but like,
Than in a situation like Dorado, where you know that the backline is going to be free to do their kind of thing. Like, I don't think at any
you see the one where he? No, okay, stop, man, stop. Let's stop it right there. Let's stop it right there.
You want to go with a more defensive kind of like brig or something like that, but they're going to play the Juno Kiri. Okay.
All right, get your preds in, man. Just fucking pred.
Huge surprise.
All right, is it time for the Ilari to come out? Page out of Alcatsia's book.
Gala, let's do it.
Just fucking pred.
It's not crazy. I also don't hate the Malga, but I think it's maybe a little bit of a bait. Yep.
All right, I need submissions. Super dry shaves his balls. Ah!
Unstoppable force.
What?
Against the immovable object ram. Kind of an interesting matchup. I think.
Stop it, man. Get into the game,
If
bro.
he can stay alive on this Ilari, should give like the poking edge to Virtus Pro, but it's a scary. Do you want to take a poke fight against Quartz right now?
Oh my god.
Call to be making here. I wouldn't feel so good about that. Although Gala can maybe.
It's actually broken, unpatched text. Stop! No! That's not no.
Ilari, you're in a
Steely thinks the 6 months.
another simple.
You need to get on it. Do I need to tap it? No. Okay. Simple looking like a no. Course good. The 2K. Twisted Minds are looking too good on this Farrakhan.
Out of that fight, he was like, "Nah, bro, I'm out of CDs." Like, good luck. TP out of that one. And Simple just said no. Put his foot down.
Yeah, and credit to Twisted Minds, like immediately recognizing the difference in playstyle and Simple pressing the gas pedal.
Oh,
getting
not
a
the
couple of
Cassidy,
picks.
Johnny. Not here. Not against Kiri Judo. Oh, I don't like this. Maybe Shockwave can prove me wrong. This looks super scary to me to be playing Cassidy. There's so many long-range heroes, and it's a naturally kind of a longer-range map. Maybe he can replicate some of the success Exodial had. Ram form already comes out for KSA. Doesn't really get much out of it. Quartz, though, finds picks a big pickup on the Judo. Solo heals
Cordyceps,
Amari.
Cordyceps, this up.
There's no resources left for Bastola. Shockwave falls in the chaos. And Simple just healthy, keeping Quartz alive. And this map is getting very far out of control.
Virtus Pro, Jwoo, Tracer naturally. is
Dude,
the
this backline comp is working so well for Twisted Minds. Like this double flex Juno Kiri.
nothing this map.
Did you just say that because Shockwave had 56, bro?
Yes. I was gonna say 50, but then you kept talking and it built to 56. But Twisted Minds, they have the ultimates. They have the consumer.
Night Rain. I played.
Could snowball here.
No, I haven't played it like a lot.
This comp is
My internet was shitting the bed, so I didn't get to play it much.
Shockwave is low, kiting back from the rush.
Oh my, oh my.
Out to dry. Cart
Is it over?
roll forward here. Bunny Astro just diligently pushing that one away. Psycho marking the flank. Shockwave being run down.
No Freya, no win, bro. No Freya, no fucking win.
Nice headshot from the Cassidy. Does take one of those supports away, and the spawns are very far away from Twisted Minds. Jwoo killing Psycho. Okay, this should be the end of the push, but Twisted Minds are probably just going to stick around and get every last meter that they can.
When has Gala ever won a real match on Alari? He's genuinely pissing me off. Is that not
Should be able
crazy?
to get him out and back to the team, but 107 meters is a very strong lead to start the map off.
I thought VP were good. I think they are good. Maybe Twisted Minds were just that good.
Could be a good comp for the high noon to get some value.
Yeah, I will say, it does not help that of course is literally killing everybody.
I don't really care about Virtus Pro composition. Okay, Deadeye, I'm gonna kite this real quick.
He's just gonna block this. He's gonna soak it. Yeah, I mean, you have to shoot with the spear. And it's a orbital ray now comes out from Fixa. This is your moment, Shockwave. He's got to find a kill here. Got to find some kind of a connection. He feels that pressure himself in the corner. Ilari ult as well, trying to get something done. KSA taking it up in the corner, but the pulse bomb just overwhelms the HP bar. And the Stola takes down Psycho. So surely, with the big dump of ultimates, Virtus Pro cost them 4, but they finally get that fight win.
Yeah,
What is going on?
Ultimates dropping both your support ultimates, Shockwave, the Cassidy,
Oh, good late kill on the boards
Deadeye as
too.
well. Yeah, that actually is great because you're going to get
I
some
mean,
push here, but
Runasapi is the reverse sweep map.
the fact now that Twisted Minds have a 108 meter lead, that's going to give them disadvantage.
Yogi needs the 14 months.
Just play the
Well, look who came back to his 9 to 5.
play the more narrow street face with this orbital ray.
Yeah, they're taking the fight to Virtus Pro, who are very squishy, very vulnerable.
Oh my.
But Gala wins the
Wait,
fight.
you were saying about Gala's Alari?
Crucial duel.
Wait, you were saying about Gala's Alari?
Twisted Minds still going to commit here. They have the ultimate advantage, but the kills are going against them. Despite the
Oh my god, and they use Juno ult. This is so bad. And KSA staggering.
Wants to run down KSA.
Oh my god, but the Seiko carry.
Waiting. Twisted Minds have stolen the buff back, but will that be enough? Bunny Astro dancing lava, attracting too clean from Pistola. Psycho does find Shockwave. KSA still fighting.
No way KSA gets out. What?
Not enough resources, no supports left. KSA just barely manages to slip out though, and I think with the help of Simple, should be able to disengage this one.
But again, I feel like Twisted Minds, messing that up, Simple dying early, they're kind of letting Virtus Pro back into this series now.
Does Arissa counter Ram or is it even? I think Arissa actually shits on Ram. But it could be a skill matchup.
And not allow Gala to get the perfect angles.
Well, actually, I don't think there's any skill matchup in this, but
Big fight on the flank, 2 tanks just butting heads on
it's just like decently even.
trying to get a little bit of damage to his ports. Shots going wide for now. The dancing too good from Fixa, but Psycho finds Gala. Simple drops as well. One support off the field from both sides. Virtus Pro a little bit healthier. That pulse from Jwoo is going to make matters worse now. Fortress and
It's like it's literally whatever tank can cycle their cooldowns and live better. That's literally it. And make space for their DPS.
For the moment. Twisted Minds, though, with each fight they lose, they haven't been fully cleaned off the map, and so they're able to get the refight in a little bit quicker. Don't know if you have a touch here. Psycho just barely makes it in time. It's so close, just a little bit too far for KSA to cross the gap. Shockwave still healthy, still fighting this one out. Orbital Ray commits. They want to hold Shockwave into this position, but it's a scary spot.
Grass is green. Okay.
Damage is coming in against him now. Gala, though,
Why is Gala actually killing everybody right now?
starting to get some purchase in the map, but Solo with
Why is Gala Why is Gala actually killing everybody right now?
her day in the sun here.
Gala just got a 4K. Gala just got a 4K.
Massive final blows, and I mean they're really bringing it right back. Virtus
Gala
Pro
legit saw that
still
message.
have the confidence in the team comp, and looks to be well placed.
Yeah, when Twisted Minds don't have positioning, they're really struggling to get some into these fights. That fight, for example, like KSA just kind of getting beaten down on the point. Virtus Pro, they open things up.
You guys should play tomorrow? Yeah.
They got a captive son. They're gonna go aggressive, see if they can hit anyone.
Okay, okay. No.
Some shots on Gala's back here.
I'm sure we could have shot anyone else.
Possibility of a tracer. Shield online for Pistola. Bola shot, zones some people off the corner. Bunny Astro is able to kill Shockwave with the supports pushed away. Trying to get anything you can on Pistola, but without the fortify, you're going to be going down very quickly. Drops the shield though, so it's keeping him up for just a moment longer. But the skill's running low. Psycho focus firing the tank. Big shots from Quartz, followed up by KS. This Vortex. You're all just trying to trade out something here for Virtus Pro, but not sure Jay was going to be able to get anything done. Twisted Minds.
Wait, this guy's y'all like what?
Twisted Minds like bring out like a diva here would be like the dream pick for me, but KSA still sticking with the Ram, just wants to hold all that frontline pressure that Orisa would otherwise be putting on other players.
Yeah, and 3 meters is all the difference right now.
You think these top tier players know about attack advantage or no?
Going into this next
I swear no one just cares about it.
play flawlessly from here on out. They should be able to close out this map. What can Virtus Pro do to really shake things up and try to get a pick?
Oh, big flank shot.
Oh my god, no way, Shockwave.
It's gonna cost him his life, but it could be a worthwhile trade here. KSA, the ultimate expiring, got kited away. Simple, the solo healer for the team now. Flankers need to find something. Kitsune Rush comes in. Simple is immediately stunned.
Wait, is this the greatest comeback ever? They need to. Oh my god. Never mind. They need to stop the car. They need to stop the car.
Flankers who can profit from that kind of a trade. Neither tank really has the wherewithal to shut the other one down. And Psycho, though, fighting a little bit more in this fight. And Pistola ultimately without his support.
Is the shield really that much better? I feel like it's not. I think the shield sucks.
By Jay Wu, and that's gonna kind of snatch any of the momentum away from Twisted Minds despite the fight win.
Still though, Twisted Minds, they invested double support ultimate that fight, so looking at Virtus Pro.
What's the other perk? It's the charge spear. But I guess the charge spear is kind of buggy for the spear, huh?
They're actually giving themselves a real good opportunity to snatch this lead. Psycho.
Nah.
That was sick. So clean from him and Simple hitting the back flank. Fix it though with the Ray, making this possible. Virtus Pro need to find a couple kills before the Ray expires. Jaywu with 1, Shockwave with a 2nd. That's exactly what they needed.
Oh my.
Psycho with the stick. Is it enough? Does he have the roll? Just barely takes through with the roll.
Oh my god.
Shockwave dancing with death here. And coming away the better. Psycho forced back, has to try to retreat out of this. I'm not sure he's going to be able to escape being hunted down. Has a few blinks, so maybe he can slip away. The recall force out as well, taking a ton of attention to himself.
Oh my god, Seiko living there is crazy.
Dodging to stay alive in that spot.
Gallagher's coming up on a captive son. 1 minute to go, Jake. Stakes are high here. Virtus Pro down 2-0 in this series. They need to win this map to remain alive.
Jaywu, what?
Clutch on the tracer, fighting 2-1 to Twisted Minds.
When is Jaywu doing this? When is Jaywu doing this?
Twisted Minds trying to hold on to this lead. They need to make this next fight happen. I mean, it's going to be tenuous. Are they even going to be able to touch? Yeah, the lead's going to go against them, and with so little time on the clock, this could be Virtus Pro grabbing their first map of the series.
Okay, as long as Gala doesn't blunder this.
But it's going to be a long journey back to the other side of the map if they can even win here.
So if you can sustain these ultimates coming in from Virtus Pro, Twisted Minds actually do have the ultimate economy. But 40 seconds to go, 1 fight at a time. You gotta live through this.
Okay, I think he hit the.
Does I think hit 1?
No.
No follow-up to get the explosion on the sun. Pistola very low, falling back with the lead they've already generated. They're not in a huge rush. Pistola
Okay.
picked his angle here on this corner. Quartz finding that open artist Shockwave is huge though. The damage really going to be lacking from the Virtus Pro squad without the Cassidy. It's up to maybe Gala to find something. He's fighting out on the flank, has that pylon in a strong position, but Psycho's still healthy. Pistola dumping his cooldown. It's just nothing left in the fight. And this is, we're coming down to the overtime here, so it's going to be that final push from TM. Well, TM has to get the lead back, right? So
yeah, they got 4 ultimates coming up here. Funny Astro's gonna build this orbital ray in time. That's plenty of ultimates. Realistically, you only need the 1 fight here, Jake, and you should be able to close out the map.
But by the same token, Twisted Minds.
I mean, Twisted Mind has so many ults, but so does VP. It's gonna be a crazy fight. This corner's gonna be a crazy fight. Who's gonna ult first? I'm sensing a Seiko pulse first.
Still aggressive from Pistola, not giving up anything for free.
Maybe not.
Takes a bit of pressure, forced back up the angle. Twisted Minds still playing this one patiently and slow. They're waiting for their own orbital ray, I think, to open this one.
Oh my god, Fixa.
Fix is gonna strike first. Ray's traded, but KSA's doing so well.
Oh my God!
That ultimate, Basola finds Bunny Astro. Heals are low, but KSA's still healthy, still tanking it up. With
Oh my God, Basola!
to the flank, finds a second kill, and looking to get even more done. The high noon, there's nobody left to respond to it. Shots from the side, burst down KSA from full HP. And Virtus Pro battled that one back from such an incredible...
I told you, it's literally the most comebackable map ever, bro.
Into the series, I mean, that was blood, sweat, and tears, but they got it over the line.
Just an unbelievable push map there. We're treated to Twisted Minds. Huge advantage. 100
Bring me my
meters
money.
just within the first 3 minutes, and Virtus Pro able to claw themselves back. I feel like Twisted Minds, though, there are a few of these fights where I'm thinking like, man, like you got the advantage, you have the ultimates required, and they're kind of like letting Virtus Pro back into these maps. They clutched out on Dorado, but again, like you have a 108-meter lead on push.
I got everything on VP.
Your map to win, but Virtus Pro, they find a way through brilliant play, playing the Cassidy and the Ilari.
I actually put a lot of credit on Ilari there, because I think Simple and Psycho are doing the right thing. I think they actually, despite the lead, they need to go kill the Ilari. Like, the Ilari does a lot if you don't kill her. Her vulnerability is being focus fired and killed and punished. And I think
SCG play tomorrow.
great, like bodyguarding that play and preventing it from happening. Same story with Jwoo. And you know, it's just Gala being able to win those 1v1s, and it looks like Simple's going down first, but reality is like,
We don't care. So, well, someone obviously does, so they just asked me, dickhead.
On the flank. And it's just the tenacity from Virtus Pro to be able to fight back into that. There's some clutch fights from Jwoo, clutch fights from Gala, Bastola as well coming up.
Kind of a snooze weekend for NA.
But it's on the scoreboard now, and now Virtus Pro, this is where it gets really tough.
I think there can be some good games.
To back, you've got to win them both to take the series home.
Yeah, and I feel like Kunasapi is such a map that if Virtus Pro, they really wanted to double down on this kind of a Risa composition, right? And they played it to an
Let's go to the beach each. No, wait. They say what they gotta say.
So many different maps in the pool that they can go to. That really will make
Sakura or SSG might upset Sakura, so it's not a snooze weekend. Yep. I mean, I don't know. The way Sakura been playing recently, I think they can actually have a good performance against SSG. But I think ultimately SSG win.
Or you go to hybrid. You know, we'll have to wait and see here, Jake.
Good options in the tank for TM. It's a long road home for Virtus Pro, but they have shown tenacity so far in the series. We'll see if they've got more in the tank, if they can bring this one back. We'll be right back after a quick break.
How I'm gonna have what? I wish they ain't signed you. Now I gotta watch OWCS 3 days in a row. What? Would you rather me be playing the game? Be patient. The SSG upset did Ducks? I missed that match. Yeah, they actually did. Is SSG an underdog to look out for? They definitely are. They definitely are. They have been on the come up recently, but they're definitely still an underdog. Oh, how was Gen G looking? I didn't get to see that match. I was too busy stuffing my face. Go Scrandle. See Scrandle. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to pick whatever one I want to eat? Which one people like more? Oh, obviously samosas. What? Okay, like you can't tell me people like a herring sandwich. Okay, yeah. Beef and pesto, biryani and a beer. I feel like it's definitely a beef pastel with a pint. Yeah. I actually don't know. These are both fucking terrible. It's gotta be the pie. Oh. Okay, I'm thinking left because the one on the right is $10 or 10 pounds. Euros, pounds. I think it's left. But like lamb fries sound good as no. No! Chicken and chips. What? Who wants pot? What? Nah, give me the birria tacos. Come on, come on. Anything with beer. Come on, what? Oh, nothing beats this. Come on. Oh, game started, game started, game started.
Yeah, which is because Cassie's arguably one of the most important characters to beat early to mid.
They banned a Laurie?
Shockwave though, he's here now. See if he can put some damage down. Simple. Putting a lot of pressure on the flank. Shockwave under pressure. Drone already forced out. Scary. Maybe they can.
You like beer?
Now he's the one
I like Heineken. Heineken's good.
Big shots though. On to Simple, making this one winnable. Just Simple's barely gonna slip away by the skin of his teeth. Twisted Mind's dancing well, but Virtus Pro weathered the storm. Now it's their turn to punch back. And Jwoo, Shockwave finding instant kill, same timing. Okay, that was a scary opening. Twisted Mind's even got the cap. Virtus Pro bend, but they do not break, and they snap back with a vengeance. Psycho is just getting whatever last second of stall he possibly can. Jwoo though sends him packing.
So again, this is both.
I think it's just gonna be a Twisted Mind's domination.
Here, despite the fact that Virtus Pro, they're not playing the Lucio this time around, they're playing the break.
I feel like with Tracer, Kiri, and then the Freya off angle, they have so many angles.
Close enemy lines, but Shockwave is rotating. He's getting active on the Cassidy. He's opening things up, looking for picks here.
Hey man, I love the glasses. Look so feminine on you. You know what? Thanks, bro.
Here, trying to maneuver around this composition from Virtus Pro.
Yeah, a lot of heals in this Twisted Mind's comp, but it's pretty hard for them to turn some corners. Stola, rather Eisnam on the Orisa, is putting out a lot of frontline pressure. They're trading in admirably though. This time Quartz taking the wide angle, trying to match that Cassidy's positioning. Window comes out. Maybe it'll be a little bit too scary, but Psycho's found himself into a great backflank position.
Bang!
There it is under the break. It's enough. BAP is low. No second healer. Quartz would love to find something here. No recall either though. So Gala's able to win that duel. KSA is low. Gets cleaned up. Quartz and Simple trying to fight this one out. They find one, but Jwoo should have all the tools he needs to get this clean up.
Yeah,
1 HP.
The first point here. Great play from Jwoo, closing things out there. And just when he thought Psycho had opened up.
Is Jwoo the fastest Tracer right now? Not even close, bro.
So far this series is going to be Virtus Pro looking good on this Orisa composition. Yes, Icestorm is in for Bestola, but they've proven on the previous push map and starting off pretty hot here on New Junk City that this composition is working out for them, Jake, against Twisted Minds.
And these hit scan supports looking pretty strong. Quartz not being able to get as active, although, you know, that first point relatively enclosed, probably one of the best for Cassidy. Now Quartz has a little bit more space to work with. We'll see what he can get done. Jwoo backflanking though on this Ramatra, really putting a lot of pressure on him, forcing him off the corner there in the cooldown. KSA has to rip the ult early, but he's not.
Jwoo sounds so Korean. It's like he's Korean.
From Gala, Fixa though, with the rally, creating enough space in time to beautiful positioning here from BP. Orbital Ray now ripped from Funny Astro.
What?
Trying to force this one through the line. Eisnam with the spin, pulls Funny Astro just around the corner. This could be deadly. Not quite enough damage, but it is enough to shut down KSA. Eisnam is low, tanking through.
Both tanks are out of the equation here.
The field is just the supports of the DPS trying to duel this one out. Crucial moment here. Fixa low, shield broken. Is incredibly trying to survive on this brig.
Oh my god. No way.
Psycho. No way. Virtus Pro snatch this one back.
Jay was just clearing up on the angles here.
Is this a VP comeback?
Oh my god. Fantastic Tracer performance, but Twisted Minds, they invest so much in trying to kill the Orisa that by the time they do, I mean, Shockwave, J-Woo, they're working these angles, working around Twisted Minds, and they're able to get the picks required. 50% in Cali Virtus Pro, they're looking dominant so far. Double support of that's used for Twisted Minds. This has been all Virtus.
Yeah, I don't know. J-Woo just woke up.
Yeah, KSA kind of struggling without the break. The Orisa's just this immovable object, just fearlessly pushing into the backline. And you're so worried about this constant playing pressure that Jay was putting on. It's a nice recall force though by Quartz. A lot of cooldowns expended there. Shockwave looking to get on a flank of his own, getting very active. Has Brig with him, is creating a lot of space and opportunity. It's a big investment into Shockwave, but so far it's paying off. Now the window in the front line. Big bola shot.
What?
From Quartz, but it's answered by the High Noon. And Shockwave is healthy. Shockwave and Fixer, this dynamic duo on the flank, and they are just crashing across this backline. Shockwave getting low though, in a bit of trouble. J-Woo, he's been such a hero before. Look at that tracking, so clean, forces the TP out. Now KSA,
Oh my god. This is actually a VP comeback.
Virtus Pro up 2-0. They are desperate to send it to a map 5, and it is looking very good right now, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, Twisted Minds, they need to change something up here. This is just clearly not working for them. This is a dominant performance from Virtus Pro.
Dude, neither of the teams can win their map pick.
Composition from Twisted Minds. You know, they stuck to this before, but it is clearly not working out for them now. They will come up on that Kitsune Rush for this fight to be very effective indoors here, but if they don't get a win on this
Virtus Venus?
Jake, Virtus Pro in a fantastic scenario to close out this map.
I will say, defending corners, I think they actually are quite good. They have like a million heals to give to their mantra.
Oh my god, Seiko.
Very aggressive, but the punish is heavy. Psycho hitting from behind, picks up very low. Is he gonna try and pop the rally?
Oh my god, Seiko's killing everyone. It's just a battle of the Tracers.
Psycho, I think Twisted Minds have just done a little bit too much in this round. And that will be VP backing off, letting Twisted Minds take the cap. There's a road here for a run back from Twisted Minds. It's actually
How is KSA losing a woman to a cast though? He's zoning the cast. He's zoning the cast. Lost clarity in the 7 months. Ooh.
perfection against somebody like J-Woo right now is a scary prospect.
Yeah, and I'm also curious to see how Twisted Minds respond to Shockwave, because you can see, like him and Fixa, they're going for this right-hand side flank while Ice Gnome is going off main here, presumably.
I'm liking these angles. They're taking more angles now.
Deal with this aggression from two different angles. Actually, they're
They're trying to split themselves, but Simple's getting kind of rotated away from.
Oh my god, they're all one.
He's doing so much in this hallway. The flank punishes, crunches them there.
No, that flip is so
The
bad.
flank finally gets brutally punished, even with the rally. It's just not enough to deal with the front line. You still grab the flip back, and Icedown finds one, but I think KSA has just done too much there in that fight. Scoring a little bit of cap time is a nice little micro victory, and J-Woo is dancing very well, making himself a big problem. Fix as well comes in for just that 1 extra second of stall. I just thought about the Doomfist coming back fast, but yeah, I think why.
J-Woo and Seiko moving like me on a Tracer. Is that right?
But
And in the end, Twisted Minds, I mean, that's a good fight for them.
exactly. And they responded to the Cassidy. It was an aggressive push from KSA, got tons of value from the Ramatra in those tight corridors. And it's them now responding to what Virtus Pro are doing with these Cassidy flanks, right? Let's see how they work around this one. Got an orbital ray, ultimates on both sides.
Psycho from behind. Oh, this is a terrible spot to be.
Oh! Bang!
Doesn't have it. Then so dies to the pulse bomb. Now Fixa is low.
No, Seiko is just...
Shockwave with 2 though, so
Oh my days! How did Shockwave kill 2? I don't think it's enough though.
Alongside Simple, keeping everyone supported. And yeah, you
Well,
can
maybe
see
it is. Vestol's back?
for J-Woo. But you need to do more
Or
than that. Psycho
Gnome? I don't even know. How do you even say this guy Gnome?
Icenom not getting the support, running out of cooldowns. Is there any more touches in the overtime? There is not. Virtus Pro gotta back off, try to do it on some of the other points, but it's a good roll for Twisted Minds. This is exactly the
Ice Gnome.
Absolutely. You can see there on the high ground as well, and it's pressure on Virtus Pro to try to get an in on this point. You know, if you send the Cassidy like on a different flank here, there's a lot of distance between the Cassidy Brig and the rest of the team. So maybe your best choice
That's
is
tough as hell.
here all 5-man together, and that might actually benefit Twisted Minds and their Juno Kiriko position.
High Noon could be strong here.
Open up with a high noon?
High Noon, so you can kind of
No
like
slow, no
see
slow?
Orifar walking down
No shield either? We go high noon?
Can't quite get up close enough just to pull
Clear
the
Tracer?
VP. They're getting harassed from all sides. Simple slips away on like 1 HP from that flank fight, but he's still alive. And so Twisted Minds still in control here. They're gonna try and get
Yeah, let me just...
J-Woo from the lower. trying to get into early high noon pop, but he's not really able to get channeling on the back line. And TM still grabbed the first cap. That's not a good fight opener for VP.
Takuro thinks the 5 months.
This is not where you want to be. Gall is out on his lonesome, and Simple, whipping this ultimate from the flank, is just cutting through them with the daggers.
Yeah, so much value. Not only do you get the point cap, but you clean up this fight as well, and this is going to be beautiful amount.
And they're stalling Eisnarm.
Is this the Twisted Minds comeback?
Fight win there for Twisted Minds. Great play by Simple. Finally, they pick on
Just keep quiet, man. I'm literally just an observer.
From that Soon Rush, and again, Virtus Pro, you have double support ultimately at least, so that rally is going to help you get some positioning for the Cassidy. Application Matrix is going to serve you well, but still though, the point cap is like below with the high ground, right? So it's still a bit tricky.
We open up with a window, get an insta pick, and then we rally on point if we need to if they commit ults.
Have an opportunity to play around it for some time.
That's game.
The point right now with the Tracer trying to get something done. It's a big amp matrix out in the open for the full shot.
Okay. My bad. Akusora thinks at 18 months. Woo.
Close the range on Eisnarm, who's dropping low, has the ultimate, but just can't find the window to pop it there, and down 99 to 0. Feels like this point is also going to be going.
Did he just AFK?
And we are going to be going down to the final point of Flashpoint. Twisted Minds, they don't change the comp, but they change the playstyle. They find the adaptation. Shockwave and Fixa have not found that same purchase on the flank in those last 2 points. This final point, maybe a little bit more option for those flanking angles, one that's a little bit less front to back that I think is good for VP's comp. Twisted Minds, so they have some serious momentum right now. They're going to be playing with a lot of confidence here, despite the ulti disadvantage.
Yeah, we'll have to see how these flanks turn out. Psychos.
Okay, a Juno ult on point.
So far, but it's gonna need
Who's gonna win? A Juno ult on point or an Orisa ult?
Casey is gonna push at the point here.
Shockwave low.
Where is the rest of the team attacking from?
The fights are all taking place on the flanks here. It's all about this Tracer battle. Can he come in and take down that backline and Funny Astro? Simple save.
J-Wu pulse.
Goes from Psycho. No connection. Rally. Big ult up, but somehow it's J-Wu who goes down to the process. Flip on the VP.
What?
You're down one.
Where did he go?
So low. Has the spin. Getting a lot of heals.
What?
He's about blood in the water. Trying to chase down for more. Here's Shockwave coming from behind. Getting it done himself. And he's still healthy, still fighting this one out. VP with the point control, but without Eisnarm, it's a tough fight to win from here. Shockwave somehow needs to find another. So difficult. Big headshot back to back.
J-Wu Poseiko! What did I say? Oh.
And Shockwave's getting it done with another ridiculous shot. That's an
Oh! Oh!
This guy's crazy. That guy's crazy. Oh my god, that's 55% from essentially the first fight here. And Twisted Minds back against the wall here. They looked so good the previous 2 points, but Virtus Pro getting that early cap. They're just able to survive through Twisted Minds' pressure. And now, last fight territory. Twisted Minds, they got a Kitsune Rush. Quartz has a huge bola shot here.
Yeah, I know. They had the point the whole time. It's actually really bad now.
Shockwave, my king. Can he do it again? The massive ultimate disadvantage is so against them in this fight. They could also go for the retake. Here's the rush coming in right on top of Shockwave. He's running out of cooldowns. Desperation.
What?
Thank you, everything. Still gets the shot on the Psycho. He's dropping low, though. Can't save. Rips the ult. Quartz is low, but still alive.
Oh my god, the VP comeback is real.
And somehow Shockwave has played his way out of this. He's going to win. Taking this to a game 5. The hero in their team's moment of need, Virtus Pro. Bringing this one to the limit. An unbelievable fight from Shockwave. That is a career high.
That is crazy. Oh my god. I can't believe what I'm
No, look at his payout.
to clutch that one.
Oh my days.
That first fight on the 5th point, it came down to like a 3v3 and Shockwave just went beast mode.
Are we
I
serious?
think they were down like 1 or 2 players, and Shockwave just starts tearing their heads off. And that is so from the Cassidy. It's like every one of those kills. If you fail that kill, you
Just beg, bro. Just go ahead and
the
beg.
person who you killed, but he just kept railing off headshots.
Bro, Billy has been looking crazy. Or is Team Liquid not looking that good? I don't know.
I've seen. He's
This series is going all the way. We were a little
flanking.
After maps 1 and 2, we thought maybe Twisted
How
Minds
did tweaking?
got a little bit too much in this series.
You gonna pray for the Dead Dogs match still though, right?
Just find these openings.
Yes. The Dead Dogs are. Oh.
Guys? Cypher, Cypher. Serial. Oh.
Oh my God, Billy looking crazy.
Oh, we got one. Everyone's shooting at this level. How
Is Nats really Liquid's best player?
Holy dice. Holy.
Oh, boom, 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 boom. What's XUC doing these days? What game is this?
Now let's take a look at Undercard Golf, an all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out.
What is this? League of Legends? Splitgate 2. Is Splitgate 2 any fun? It's a battle royale now? I just ordered a 10-piece boneless mango habanero Louisiana rub to get ready for Valorant grind. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, VP banned Kiri and then Twisted Minds banned Darissa. Ooh, they took out both carries, bro. Wait, but I guess Symbol can play Ana now. Alright, I'm ready to close Preds. J-Woo Dev. Wait, J-Woo's on Freya? What? Alright, I'm ending Preds. 10 seconds. I think Trish is a little harder than this map, maybe. Shockwave is on Torb. Alright, I'm ending Preds.
Very quietly. Don't make a sound.
Wait, we have an Alari mirror! We have an Alari mirror!
Pressure, Shockwave's on the Tor. Bistola is on the Sig. This is going to be a withering amount of defensive pressure to try and walk into. Psycho on the May, but the defenders are split. Who do you wall? What can Simple get done here on the Alari? Can he find that same success that
Why is Shockwave not on it? I played against him on Freya on in GM4 for like 8 hours straight one day. Jordy thinks it's 6 months. He's grinded. She wanna swap to Alari. Came on, they said 22 months. That's my dog.
This is a critical 1v1. Pops that overload, pushing him back on the Torb. Now he takes that high ground off angle. And, I mean, it's really important he holds on to the position, but J-Woo punishes.
Hope you're being good, bro.
And it's J-Woo now on the Freya.
Is J-Woo him on Freya? What?
Torb, I just now realized. Twisted Minds. Let's see if they can manage to stabilize this one, but Virtus Pro in full control. Bistola sending it here into the front line. A very aggressive dive in from Simple. Gets absolutely smoked on the punish. And
Okay, Vestola on Sig is actually crazy.
It's so scary for Simple to play this Ilari as well, because you kind of have to rotate with the rest of your team to not get spotted out. But Virtus Pro, I mean, with this defensive positioning, they're controlling all of these different angles and able to deal with Twisted Minds. So they're gonna push through. So
sort of like the high ground push.
It's a bit tough, but Virtus Pro, they're just gonna spread out even further.
Bunny Astro courts are incredibly low. They get picked off. Gala punishing Virtus Pro. Still healthy.
How did Simple already have ult?
Explosion goes off, but it only takes down the drone. And Virtus Pro building up a full head of steam here. 5 ultimates. This 1v1 is crucial. Gala gets connected with the Captain's Son.
Oh!
As well, insane onto Simple. Instantly stuffs the peak. And with only the Captive Sun, they send Twisted Minds packing. Virtus Pro have taken firm control of this series.
Twisted Minds, they have this Blizzard now. Psycho's got the Blizzard, but you kind of like need to play around it. It's going to be so hard to get any kind of value with this Blizzard.
This map is so ass. Why would they go this map?
I kind of feel like
What?
it's Twisted Minds not really deciding how they want to play this composition. Do we want
Oh, how is KSA pre? What?
It's all falling apart from Twisted Minds here, Jake.
Johnny, I was really hoping our listening was broken, but I suspected it was not. Twisted Minds just scrambling for anything here. And I mean, I feel like they're playing right into the hands of Virtus Pro.
Yeah.
Midtown looks so comfortable for them. They're playing a classic VP poke style of vintage. One that every player is so comfortable on. Shockwave's flexing on you on the Torb. This has got to sting. Maybe Psycho can be a difference maker with the Blizzard, but he can't even walk up to the corner properly. Now the team's starting.
Okay.
Just taking down breakables like the only thing you can do now. Okay, they've got some position on the point.
Just send it, bro. Just send that mayo. Just send it. Oh, he died! No, bro! Oh my god!
When Twisted Minds, surely they need to retreat one more time here. KSA gonna die late as well.
Yeah, they're looking so strong. The clock's running.
They just actually keep getting pre-fighted.
Even grabbed with a tick. Psycho. Oh, is he being delayed on the May? Oh, the May maybe slipped away. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Slip back. I mean,
They
you
have
just
the ults,
like,
but, like, I don't
this
see the
is
value.
this is a mental boom, Johnny. I'm calling it now. Mental boom. Twisted Minds on the walk up once again. Can they change anything? They've got some ultis. Maybe this is the moment, right? Orbital Ray.
Speed in and get this Blizzard.
Got the speed ring.
Don't choke. Don't choke this, Gala. Don't choke this.
Blizzard just does freeze Bastola, though. That's crucial. Can you save Bastola? The support's coming in. The drone is perfect right into that backline. Bunny Astro's so low.
Oh my god.
Orbital Ray doesn't have the take. It is caught by the bullet shot as well from Jwoo.
Oh, simple.
Simple, though. Could bring this back. This is still a winnable scenario for Twisted Minds.
Oh my god, the simple carry. No way.
Finally, after minutes of struggle, Twisted Minds are going to cap first point with the overtime fight. Johnny, this is looking scary.
Yeah, it was just too overwhelming for Virtus Pro at that point. Twisted Minds, they had all the ultimates required. And just getting
Ana?
something as simple as a
Zen!
Sola forcing the lamp and then getting these initial picks, that was enough for Twisted Minds to secure the first point. But man, they've dug themselves a hole now. 2 minutes 30.
Actually, it's not bad, but I feel like you just get destroyed by a Lorian.
I'm very happy
Yeah, maybe not.
this high ground. Shockwave's over to the Sojourn as well. It's full-on poke from Virtus Pro. And Twisted Minds, they have to find a way to take this high ground or find a pick from Simple's Discord.
All right, I kind of like this Diva swap, though. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing from TM. They're up in the pace. They're putting some pressure on. Here's Vastola, though, with the flux. Signature skill does.
Bang! Okay, but like, isn't Juno Zen the most paper backline ever?
Too tall of an order.
What?
The drone just to secure Vastola's position. Shockwave playing off of it as well. And it's time to clean up the map here, dealing with Simple in this offense.
That backline is literally made out of paper.
And Twisted Minds, I'd love to see maybe a faster tempo choice. But what can Simple play here without the Kiriko? It's a little bit of an awkward spot. Maybe the Zen is the best they can do.
I'm gonna stick on the Zen here. I feel like that's so scary, though.
And Gala is just taking liberties on the flank, right? He's so dominant. Virtus Pro are playing to their strengths, right? They're keeping the pressure on. They're not allowing the attackers to take position. Shockwave piles on the pressure, a rail into Simple, and the spawn camp is on the cards here, Johnny. If I've ever seen a moment for a spawn camp, it is now.
How do you expect the Senora to stay alive through all of this? Like, Twisted Minds walk up and Virtus Pro are going to capitalize. I'm not just
It's
sure.
kind of like only Tracer, so I actually think it's sort of okay to play Zen here. I don't think it's so crazy. You might get away with it because of the lack of mobility on the VP comp.
Even so, I think it's going to be very tough to get value from the Senora, get value from the Discord order.
See you, bro.
This transcendence in time, 45 seconds to go, and they've done nothing on this second point.
Okay, course is on Soj.
To get something over the line here, maybe dealing with Gala in this back corner would be a start, but he's got the Captive Sun. He can fly away if he needs to. Now, Jwoo looking to profit from this greedier backline, pressuring in. Backs up for now.
Wait, what did Gala owe? What did Gala owe?
Something on the flank.
What did Gala owe?
The ultimate. Twisted Minds licking their wounds just a little bit. Simple, close to that transcendence. Could mitigate some of his passivity. Oh, Gala's so low. Just barely dances away from those orbs. Pistola now turns tail. But Simple has the trance. He can play his way out of this one. Is just fighting it out, holding on to the trance.
He didn't shrink!
They think they can win with
What?
just right. Twisted Minds, KSA solo, but
I guess he didn't need it. I guess he literally knew they were going to win the fight.
Okay, so in dire straits, Twisted Minds find the way to pull it back together. Self-destruct is forced.
Bang?
Jwoo cannot quite escape the blast radius in time. And once again, it comes down to the
No, he
wire.
delayed the card. No, he actually delayed the card.
Fine from Simple.
He literally delayed the card.
Trusting that the team has the edge.
He literally delayed the card.
Now they're going to be in a great position here. Twisted Minds as well. Double support, ultimate their way. They got this Transcendence in hand.
Okay, but now, no, Simple actually, he actually did the Zen Gambit.
Soldiers players with the overclock here, Jake.
Simple. Getting a lot of time. I mean, the Zen, kind of a bully on the flank, right? Here's the OC from Shockwave.
When did Shockwave even get on Soj?
Simple feels the pressure, doesn't want to get one tapped here. Pistola though still has the flux. Shockwave in trouble. Now the OC.
Oh my days!
Pistola has to hide. Shockwave uncontested on the high ground. Just a big shot into the back. Another into Pistola's head.
What do you mean Shockwave uncontested on high ground? That's chords, big bro.
Maybe it's just too much.
Jake, are we good?
Falling apart at the seams. So Bunny Astro drops. No supports left. No sustain for Twisted Minds. They gotta close this one out here and now. Quartz should be going down, but maybe Psycho KSA doing enough on the card. And
Nah.
What HP can't quite stall it out.
Oh
my god. Every time at the final hurdle, Twisted Minds pull it together.
Just when you thought that maybe Virtus Pro, they forced that Transcendence early, which would have allowed Vistola to hit the flux, but the fight just breaks down. It's all over.
Yeah, my internet's fixed.
And Twisted Minds, they come out on top again. Dude, insane series back and forth. And now Virtus Pro making a ton of swaps.
Juno
into
break.
3-point defense here. Now playing the Lucio Bap again, bringing it back. But
Don't even bait me with F.
To punish the greed. But then Simple went over to the Ana. Oh, I kind of think that's a sick pick out. Ana's pretty much uncontested here. Pulse bomb goes wide, but still got that drone out from Gala. Simple, low.
How did Simple just die?
The skills off. Visola just found the window to
Ted brings this up.
Virtus Pro all low across the board though. Psycho starting to punish back the other way. KSA finds another, so hold on. Maybe you've gone a little bit too far as VP. Barely enough heals. Perfect tracking from Bunny Astro. Just keeps Quartz alive. Sends Jaywu packing low on the CDs. And Visola runs out of health. Once again, Twisted Minds, they're pulling it together.
Shockwave Widow. Shockwave's off to Widow.
Wait, Shockwave's off to Widow.
Such a hero here.
Everyone hold.
Speed ring, Psycho. I mean, this is a scary spot to be on Widow. It's a good point for Widow. But the pressure is going to be
Oh no, he's not hitting the side. Or is he? Or is he? Right side, pop out right now. Bang! Oh.
97 to the overclock. This could be the final nail. Virtus Pro. They've got Jaywoo's pulse bomb and a hope and a dream. Quartz pops those. He instant shot on the Fixa. Dodges the pulse bomb. Psycho with another. And Twisted Minds are getting this one.
Oh my no! They went all the way! They went all the way!
I cannot believe it, Johnny, with the way this game started out. The silent listening, the pure drama, and yet TM find the courage to keep on fighting, to coordinate. I actually can't believe it. After the silent listen in and the 4-minute near full hold, I thought this one was Jover.
You gotta be kidding me, Jake. What is happening? This series is insane. Psycho just out of his mind. That
No, Seiko was playing too good on Tracer.
Unbelievable performance. This is one of the best matches of the year here in the EMEA so far, Jake. This is both.
Nothing wrong with our PC. My internet was a little ass.
Minds coming out on top on overtime on the first point, overtime in the second point, and then get the complete cap on Midtown. Suddenly, the pressure is on the Virtus Pro. How do they respond on their own attack here, Jake?
Oh, it's so hard now. You came so close. You thought for sure after the first 3 minutes of that attack.
I feel like the mate wasn't even that bad. Like, it honestly wasn't even that bad. I feel like they just played it weird.
To see now, Virtus Pro in the comms. We're gonna jump in, listen to them as they start this attack. Can they find some momentum here? They need to get it started hot.
Let's clear one side and then... Lamp? Yeah. Just gonna...
Is he on fucking Hanzo?
So...
Send
Tray.
Inside left.
I'm going to So, we can clear left side and then push, I think.
Yeah. Keep looking for Juno, okay? Offside.
Juno right side.
Okay, I spin
Real sword.
Chill Levondo.
You kill Sen. 3.
Yeah, I can go.
Oh, I can.
Full left side.
Oh shit. One chair.
Wait, I come back main. Next
I'm coming with. Yeah.
We walk soon. Travel me.
Tell me.
3, 2, 1. I'm taking the pride.
Nice. Yeah, they're all taking
Oh, shooting me. We need
good. Yeah.
Oh my god, Vessel is coming with so much passion.
Just
I can go in 5. Chill. I can hold here, maybe. Ram on me, no form. I'm going back main. We need to go harder, guys. We need to kill. We walk, look for kills. I can go. 3, 2, 1. Send.
How did he just insta kill the Zen?
Ram.
소전 here. 소전 노슬러.
Juno. We need to go more when we go.
You can hear the desperation in Vistola's voice. I've never seen him show emotion, and here it finally comes out in the match that means so much to them. And that's exactly the attack that they need. That's exactly the energy they need from Vistola to go harder, to go deeper, to punish this Zen. They have to stop.
Is it? I mean, I guess Zen's not that bad, but I feel like Brick is so much better now. You almost has strength though.
Double speed amp. I mean, this is a scary spot.
It is second point Midtown.
Let's be honest. Virtus Pro, it's a great opening.
Vistola a dog. Oh my.
Recall force here onto Psycho. Can't afford to get picked. As Virtus Pro are taking some ground on this point. KSA is sitting on the card right now. This is what Vistola talked about. The Ramatra is on the card. How can we work around
Shakanium donated $1. Can you add this?
Hold on.
A little bit of pressure on. Orbital Ray now ripped out, but the trance immediately
Let me watch this game.
There's just not enough heals from the Ray. It's not keeping Vistola alive. He dies, forces the self-destruct. Pulse bomb goes wide. Somehow KSA dies to the bomb. And Virtus Pro, that's a
This is not AA.
There's not really anyone left to hold cart. The rest of Twisted Minds trying to stay alive.
I appreciate the donation.
What map control they can maintain. Without Psycho, though, that cart is going to roll. It's a big commitment from Ultimates, though. Of Ultimates, rather, from Virtus Pro. You've got that sound barrier up next.
Remy needs this up.
Ultimates to respond to. I think Shockwave needs to be the hero right here. And Simple is going to go over to the break, so be able to brawl a little bit more in that close range. Let's see what these overclocks can get done. It's a
Dude, how? What the?
versus Shockwave here for second point. This could be so impactful. Both soldiers playing out wide. OC pop first. And no mech, how can you?
Oh my God, Vistola demeched.
Shockwave looks for the counter kill, but Vistola gets punished by Psycho, just cuts him to pieces.
What a horrible spot to get held.
Full reset now for VP. Without Vistola, they just cannot fight this one. Now it's starting to look scary. Okay, I love that instant swap to the Ramatra. Heads up play from Vistola. The Diva would have really struggled into the Brig pick.
What the f?
Yeah, and I think Vistola was slow to respond to that brick pick as well. He was very aggressive, which forced to use the boosters to retreat, but he couldn't reach the high ground, and they got
And Simple's back to the Zen.
And Simple's back on the Zen. Yes, you're right.
Simple went back Zen. No, this guy's actually playing mind games.
Onto the ramp. They can't punish the backline as much unless they really commit with the sound barrier.
An aggressive beat is so terrifying to contemplate right now, but it feels like your only option. They do get the ultimate out of KSA, who's sort of happy to just trade with Vistola as well. When Vistola's form expires, he's going to be in some potential trouble right now. Big cooldown advantage for KSA, who's taking the fight up to the high ground. Gonna pop that second form, that gets the beat out. Funny Astro's gonna respond with the Ray, and KSA still healthy, still down, turning it back around.
Oh my God, Simple's dead again.
Find some more kills into this chaos. Psycho with the pulse bomb, no connection. Quartz, maybe with the overclock, here it comes. Out of the high ground, he's in a strong position. Has potential free fire zone, but Virtus Pro, they're nowhere to be found. They're hiding away. Here it comes, Quartz, the 2 shots to the back. Lucio fights it back, though Fixa trades that one out, and Twisted Minds, desperation recontest now. Zen,
They lost.
it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
No!
Funny Astro and Lucio.
Yami crashing the 11 months and PK Milan thanks to 4 months. Boom.
Have to make the hold on third. Virtus Pro, it
All right,
comes
let me
down
see
to
this.
They're trying to force that overtime round, trying to get back to that cherished first point defense that they looked so amazing on before.
And Twisted Minds, Founding Astro's gonna swap over to the Juno here. The aggression from Virtus Pro has worked beautifully when they commit, and the backline as well. They're rotating with the front line.
Hello?
Make sure they are not punished. So that is the big question for Virtus Pro once more. They're still on this Juno ratio. Or are they gonna double down once more with this orbital ray coming up?
Bro, nothing was happening.
We're getting massive heals though from Funny Astro, who's immediately ready. He knows where that aggression is coming.
Nothing was happening.
Perfect heals. That would have been Simple going down. Virtus Pro showing so
No, wait, no. Anything actually happened in that 1 second.
Just barely trying to stay alive. Simple dumping damage downrange. Not quite enough, but the Ray doesn't get the aggressive option they was really hoping for. It ended up being purely defensive. And Simple, he's floating around. He's looking for these big right clicks. Drops a headshot on the J-Woo as the back off. Heal amp now forced out of Fixa. So now Twisted Mind's starting to look pretty stable.
Whoa.
Pocket shot with the OC.
Bang.
Instant connect. No.
Bang!
The trade is forced and Funny Astro's out of range. Gets cut down. Everybody recalling. They got to get away from Shockwave. Huge threat. Pulse bomb from Psycho onto the back of the Stola, but he's still healthy. Taking up with the ultimate.
Oh my Simple!
Twisted Minds sacking onto the cart. Simple found a kill in the chaos. Without Shockwave, maybe it could be hard to close out.
Wait, Simple just might have the most game-changing pick ever. But they have beat though.
To commit here. 2 minutes left on the clock for Virtus Pro. But this needs they would love to cap with more than a minute.
Is he staying Zen?
You have the sound barrier. You need to push into the very close cornered chokes here. You need to push the spawn doors with the sound barrier.
XL Hurricane and Quad Delta in the subs.
You can end this right here, but the pulse bomb's not going to be it. It goes a little bit wide. Port's going to get healed up. KSA can hold this cart for quite a long time. Here's the beat coming in, trying to catch into the backline. The backline are all hiding away though. KSA ulting, trying to stay alive. He's alone on cart. Where's the support they need to get here in time?
Oh my god, KSA's still alive! Best Soul is one! Oh my god. Oh my god. Simple is killing everybody! Oh my god! What?
They hold on. Oh my god, they barely hold on. The supports, they live through that pressure from the sound barrier, and KSA barely just finds enough time to stay alive. Purchase enough time for Twisted Minds to get back and contest the card, and now Twisted Minds are in a great position. They got the overclock, the orbital ray. Simple's coming up on this Nono. Virtus Pro, they only have a minute, and they're in a serious ultimate economy disadvantage right now, Jake.
And the Ana can do so much. One nade here could end it. Big rail into KSA, forces out that form. They're trying to put a lot of pressure on him, trying to get that ray out. Here's the OC coming out from Quartz. Has a bit of opportunity to put a lot of pressure on Basola, dropping low.
Oh.
The help to fight. Big rails forcing everyone back.
Simple is just killing everybody, bro! Oh my god!
Support ult still being held on to by Twisted Minds, saving them for that final fight. They're considering chasing out
Bro, what can he do?
from any kind of position on the map, but VP looks like Ram up on this high ground above Quartz. Too hard to clear from that position. Lucio slips away.
How is this my fault?
It's down to this one final fight. Shockwave 72 to the overclock. He needs that tool. It's so critical here. But the Nano, the Ray, it's devastating for Twisted Minds. A lot of options. Nano immediately on the KSA. He goes straight to the backline, putting a lot of pressure down. Basola getting swarmed, hit from all sides. Needs the Ray to be able to stay alive. Here it comes in, dropped on his head from Gala. Funny Astro responds in kind.
Oh my god.
So far, so good. Nade comes into the Gala, but there's no follow.
No! Jwoo, no! 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 Seiko!
Psycho finds one, but it won't be close to enough with the overtime spawns. No shot. You can make this whole Twisted Mind Psycho.
Walking's at 4 months. No. No, it's going to the distance. It's going the distance.
This is a cinematic match if there ever was one, Johnny.
Jwoo finds an incredible pick onto Simple, and it came down to the biotic grenade there, I thought, Jake. The orbital ray was going to come online for Virtus Pro. And
is it bad me and my girlfriend fell? Who gives a fuck, bro? Lock into this match.
The rest of his team, he only hit Gala though, and that just wasn't enough. Twisted Minds not able to capitalize on those ultimates, and Virtus Pro, they finished the map. 1 minute apiece here, Jake. In overtime.
It's so easy to find the mistakes, right? Because both teams are, I mean, you could just feel the intensity of the emotion in this match. Both teams.
Wait, when did Simple get 12 deaths? I swear he was carrying. I swear he was carrying. What?
That's how it feels. This is really you are fighting for that spot again.
I swear he was carrying, bro.
And VP.
Okay, if Simple goes in, we might actually start having some conversations.
A little bit more balanced option. You know, they probably expect Twisted Minds could up the
IQ this a year, bro.
What Twisted Minds are gonna do. I love the idea of rocking out with a sim comp here. Completely flip the story of that first point attack.
Yeah, I mean, Twisted Minds, they struggled on that first point attack because they played the Mei with the Ilari. It took them 4 whole minutes, and they barely just captured the first point in time. I suspect, knowing that Virtus Pro, they're going to play this poke-heavy composition, they're going to change things up, and it's actually going to be the Juno Brig with the Diva after all. Actually, a couple of swaps, some adjustments.
Okay, no sim.
Oh, it is going to be the double speed here, Jake. They're upping the pace tremendously.
Gala and Shockwave can get a lot done here, but they can just as easily be cleaned up by a team rush. This off-angle flank hold is so critical. Twisted Minds also can't make any mistakes.
Oh my god.
Aggressive Gala's
what?
Fearless here, taking the fight to Psycho, shutting him down. Can Twisted Minds reset? They have to. 2 down. There's no chance for them in this fight. They need to get out. They need to live. But Funny Astro's down. KSA, he cannot die here. Is he dying late? Okay, I guess KSA's alive. Psycho to the Sombra for the death.
I mean, like, okay, Fix has no lamp.
Twisted Minds maybe falling here.
Nothing happened and they all died.
A draw in this map, so even if you fail the attack,
they should be able to TP it to the point here.
Twisted Minds, they should be able to get a TP. The high ground TP, a low ground TP, just getting them across.
They messed up the TP. They messed up the TP.
The teleporter takes down down Funny Astro. That's the beginning of the end of this attack. Twisted Minds, 4 players alive. Hit from all sides. The buildables, the flankers. Big pressure from Gala. Takes a little bit of pressure himself. But there's just overwhelming stats on the board right now for Virtus Pro.
Tell me it's a draw. Tell me it's a draw.
And once again, a successful defense earns them. The worst case is a draw here. However, only one
Map 6. Map 6.
the expected outcome here. Twisted Minds should probably be able to force this to a game 6, Johnny.
It's still loading, bro. Whatever.
Tremendous onto Psycho because it just stops Twisted Minds from everything they want to do. They get a late stagger. And realistically, that last fight TP rather, you're not going to get value from that because you put yourself in a
Bro, VP are not winning this. VP are not winning this.
Well, they can poke from all those different angles. So Twisted Minds really weren't able at all to execute.
Dude, my internet being fixed has nothing to do with 7TV not loading.
Huge individual play from Gala, which now gives Virtus Pro the opportunity here. Just one tick, and this series is theirs.
They can absolutely do it. Their first offense was amazing. Twisted Minds, this is their last chance. What do they put all their chips in on?
Shockwave is on Freya. Shockwave is on Freya. I'm about to win this a masterclass.
You know, one big nade here, and this attack comes crumbling down. VP got to think about what they want to do. With only 1 minute, you don't have much time to think. You can scout the enemy comp, but you have to make a snap call on what you're going to end up playing.
Asher Ye thinks the 3 months.
Twisted Minds are considering how they want to play this. I think the Ana position is going to be the most critical. Ana is the hero to make this defense or for it to fall apart. If this is not a big nade, you can find yourself in trouble. VP, see what JU ends up going with. Will it actually be the Sim? Will he swap over to Tracer?
We talked about
it's the Sim.
Talk about it in
I like the Sim,
Jake, but Vistola, he's able to sniff out the location of these support players, right? And so they're going to be reactive here to where Twisted Minds are.
Oh my god!
And then utilize the teleporter.
The KSA cleave.
Within reach.
We has no form though.
He's fighting the offense, but he doesn't have form. JWoo's getting a little bit torqued.
Oh my god, simple nade of a lifetime. Oh, simple! What? Oh my god! No, no, no.
Still a chance for them to fight this out, and Simple slipped away from that one. Gonna break the TP. Healing Quartz through everything. Fixa is low. Fixa needs to stay alive. Putting point pressure now.
Wait, kill Gala, kill Gala!
But Gala down, out of resources. Twisted Minds are healthy. The defensive nade now from Simple. And VP, last gasp. They've got to get something done here. Tracer in the backline could be taking down Simple. No.
No.
Heal comes in. Trades though both ways. Hold on.
It's JWoo against the world. It's JWoo against the world.
An impossible test. Even
Oh, map 6! Map 6!
We're going to a game 6.
We're going to map 6. Oh my.
Map 6!
What an unbelievable.
Do you want me to reset Preds or do you want me to keep Preds? Do you want me to reset Preds or keep Preds? Are we resetting Preds or keeping it?
You couldn't have asked for more. This
So,
is
all right, Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe the rule set has changed. It's been so long since I've seen a game open with the exception of maps that have already exactly been played. So you can play any game.
Alright, I'm gonna reset it. I'm gonna reset it. I want to see higher numbers. I'm trying to see higher numbers.
I believe it should be Twisted Minds map pick again. Because I believe draws just get the same map pick again for whoever.
They made their choice, keep it. I'm trying to see higher numbers.
someone to give us the exact information because you're right.
I'm trying to see people go all in.
Actually.
I'm pretty sure I'm right, but tell me if I'm wrong, Prod. You can hit me with.
So like we're putting 10, 20 points. Like get these bums out of here. This person just put 0 points. How is that allowed? 250k on the Twisted Minds. Are you kidding me? 150k on the VP.
Think of the possibilities. We could go map 7 in a best of 5.
200k, 250k. Oh my days.
We're just blessed. We're just blessed.
I've never even seen this person type in my chat and they got 250k on the line.
It's a good thing we weren't taking bets because I would have bet after the silent listening, I would not have believed Twisted Minds would survive that mount. The silent listening, I was like, oh man, you guys, viewers, you got to stick with us. I mean, come on, you cannot miss the end of this ridiculous series. We're going to a game 6. We'll be back with the conclusion, potentially, of this series after a short break.
Oh, I have to sign in? VIP this chatter my ass. Wait, why is everyone telling me to go offline? Okay, I say MVP. MVP is either Seiko, Simple, or Quartz. For VP, I think it's either Shockwave or Jwoo. No, Simple is him. Simple is him. You can't tell me Simple's not him. You not hopping on no fuck ass Overwatch after the matches, right? Swaggy Alex in the 14 months. Missed you too, bro. DPS MVP. No, honestly, it's simple. Simple's the MVP. I feel like it's so rare to do like a tank MVP that's not unless they're on like a dive tank. You said yes to playing Night Rain and Subnautica lock in. Okay, but like a cheeky Widow game or a cheeky Tracer game couldn't kill anybody. Yep, just keep 30 hours of Overwatch. Who gives a fuck? Honestly, the weather in Florida has been letting me down, bro. It's been raining every fucking day. I will pre-record my suicide and have it sent to you if you go Overwatch. Oh! Empty threat, buddy. I know you're gonna be here tomorrow. RPN these are 4 months. Boom shakalaka. You're not gonna stream tomorrow, Mr. Part-Timer? I will be live tomorrow and I will be watching SSG upset Sakura. No, I'm just playing. But SSG will dominate Sakura. And we choose the most boring map ever for map 6. Are we serious? Oh my god. Twisted Mind banned Farah and then VP banned Juno. Burble thinks to 3 months. Have you ever seen a good venture in your life, Jamal? Someone thinks that 21 months. Hey, bro. Hope you've been well, man. I don't know. Venture's like one of those characters that are just so like. It's just such a stupid hero. I don't know. My bum ass streamer finally doing his job. Oh my god. You got something you want to say to me, Jamal? Are you a part of the Halley band? No, I'm part of the Chases. Krista Jam thinks the 10 months and It Spartan thinks the 2 months. You and Lenny are just bums. I know what y'all up to instead of doing y'all jobs. Me and Lenny went on fishing trips. Can you name 5 books?
This might also be another opportunity to bring out
Diary of a Wimpy Kid 1, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 2, Captain Underpants, David ate his homework. I'm just kidding. Gorio's in the 3 months.
Again, I think it's going to come down to some of the support hero picks in this matchup between Twisted Minds and Virtus Pro.
We'll be getting into
Can't
Can't draw an escort. You technically can, but it has never happened to my knowledge in a
You know, Preds are closing soon. Y'all want to bet in on this? Y'all want to get in on this action right now? Map 6 Bangarang. You want to get in on this action? And fixes on Lifeweaver.
3 meters or something, but
yeah, but like is actual 0 for 4 minutes.
You be in for Seiko. Bang. I've seen enough. Twisted Mind, come home.
well, here we go. It's going to be the Lifeweaver back.
I've seen enough.
Oh my, this is wild. They're going
Pred closing in 20 seconds.
6.
Bro, Sim is actually literally broken on this map. If you don't bet on Twisted Mind, you are stupid. You are stupid.
Loss for them, right? They've been taking heat, and maybe the UB Sim is exactly the kind of cook they need to get into the kitchen.
All right, ending submissions. Game time.
Shakanium donated $1. All in BP noobs.
Cap.
Dynamics, of course, maybe doesn't suit Psycho as well, but this is going to be one of the substitutions we remember. The reflecting.
I feel like the Weaver is also not. I mean, they don't have the best options to deal with the Sim, but the high ground being held onto really aggressively here by VP. I think they're using a pedal platform to be able to heal into this high angle. It's kind of a sick play.
Oh my God, Vestola's. What? No grip for Vestola.
Maybe already used.
Who did we grip? Who did we grip?
Straightforward style, and they're like, we get torqued on the Sim and we speed amp, and what are you gonna do about that?
So we actually saw a lot of teams in North America. They struggled with that Lifeweaver Baptiste setup on the defense, actually. But Twisted Minds, because they played this Sim with the Ram, they just pressured the Ram, and the life grip wasn't there from Fix.
I'm telling you, bro, UB is crazy on Sim. Everyone sips on the hater raid, but he actually is crazy on Sim.
Yeah, Shockwave on the Sojourn, relatively quiet so far. Not so much being built up. Simple under a lot of pressure, has a lot of work to do.
Well, why are we gripping so early? I just don't understand.
Tool now. Not available. Simple, very close to that amp matrix. Could be a bit of a problem. Jwoo using the pedal platform to create.
Shock, this is 17 months. Oh my, no. I told you, if you bet on Twisted Minds, we are eating good. Don't even give me that 5.
Connie Soyboy donated $5. VP wins here BTW.
Get that shit out of here.
To stick with the venture. All right.
Wait, J-Boo swapped to who?
Lifeweaver's a very defensive hero, and Sim is like one of the greediest possible characters. When you get full energy, you just cook everything. You can't heal through that.
This is a Venture skin? I deadass thought Venture only had one skin. It was the top skin.
Not easy with Funny Astro and Simple right behind him. Twisted Minds looking very stable, have found a bit more momentum here, and KSA's through the wall, the beat as well. The amp matrix getting
It's over. I'm telling you.
Fighting around the tree. Good luck. UB's eating you up here.
Twisted Minds are twisting the enemy's minds right now.
This is impossible. I mean, KSA is cooking.
Yeah, Twisted Minds are just
My bad. My bad. Am I muted?
When they think they're about to get an honest fight with this map like composition, Twisted Minds are just
Did you say an honest fight with the Batiste Lifeweaver composition?
This is 2025, Jake. Get with the times, bro.
Let me know.
I'm behind the times. I'm an old head. We'll see. Twisted Minds, though, they have.
Wait, the crash out from Shockwave?
They're just gonna back off. They want to regroup, get the full strength, and Shockwave. I mean, getting to get the full position
What?
on the map. It's not actually the worst thing. Even though he gets no kills, the position is strong for VP. And Jwoo now over to the venture has this allowed.
Oh my God. No, UB has the greatest flip of all time.
From UB, the Simmel on the point. How do you contest this? Venture.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Waiting out the Simmel. UB split away from the team. Tries to teleport, but it's an awkward TP. It's not really where he wants it to be.
Oh my God.
Now on top of them. With the ulti, Twisted Mind's like splitting into the attack.
What is this Halliburton Dark Magic mind control that Twisted Mind are doing? What?
Hold on with the Ant Matrix, turning things around. Yubi's now coming back in. What is this? They've stayed alive. Unbelievable. In the attacker spawn, but Pistola now takes down Yubi. Shockwave finds the one on the court. Simple needs this kill, needs more, but can't quite find it. And it's a beautiful stall from Jwoo to make all that possible.
Yeah, 0.9 meters.
Oh my god, Jwoo.
They're going to hold on, and like you said, this Venture pick against the Symmetra has really worked in Virtus Pro favor. They now have a really strong brawl composition with this Ramatra, Lucio Bap.
Bro, Venture is broken on this point. How'd your MVP lose it? It's just map 1, bro. It was literally the luckiest shot of Halliburton's life. He can't sacrifice any more goats.
Instant burst. Great ultimate from Gala. Punishes Funny Astro with the instant combo rail. Great coordination from Virtus Pro. It's going to be enough for the 1 kill to send Twisted Minds packing, but they don't lose anybody else. There's not going to be that big farm of ult charge that you would have wanted in a victorious fight for Virtus Pro. TM with 2 minutes on the clock. A lot to work with.
This need to be Quartz with the Bola shot here, but Virtus Pro, they have so many things going for them. Sound barrier, overclock. Twisted Minds, they really have to take their time here. And you know, if an ultimate comes out from Virtus Pro, don't
There's the OC Shockwave, 2 shots back to back. Sit down, Quartz.
Damn.
And now Simple, yeah, just can't hide from that one. Not enough cover.
But that's fine.
And it's 1 ult at a time, but it keeps wiping Twisted Minds off of the field. They can reset pretty quick with the sim comp, and they are building towards a nice advantage in this next fight. Yubi, I think, with this sim wall is going to be a key difference maker.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Now, though, you built those ultimates, Jake, so Shockwave using that overclock to win a fight, that's fine. Now, KSA pushing with the Annihilation.
Big ulti trying to hit the backline is Jwoo, but the beat comes down. Jwoo
Oh my god.
on a much better beat, though, from Fixa. Isn't enough to turn this fight around.
Like nothing is happening. No one's losing HP. No one is actually losing HP. Okay, now we're in danger. What? Yubi! Yubi!
Yubi dancing with death here into the back line. The sim wall, final nail in the coffin. Virtus
Prod Brayden and Dan and stuff. Whoop.
Yeah, just overwhelming pressure on the card. Jwoo can hold it out for just a moment longer.
Oh my Simple.
Matrix is there, keeps Quartz up, and they're on towards the last point. The sim proving to be too much so far for VP. Do they have the answer on 3rd point?
Yeah, and you have to also recognize Twisted Minds. They're doing such a great job at recognizing what fights they can win and when to invest their ultimates, and they do a great job securing the 2nd point there now. Contesting for this high ground, obviously they invested a lot of ultimates in that previous fight.
Hold on, phone break.
Virtus Pro dropping a window. This is going to be a tougher fight for Twisted Minds. Pistola cleans up with the Annihilation.
Yeah, big damage with the support of that Ant Matrix. But those are, I mean, you're throwing 2 ults to win a fight where Twisted Minds haven't committed anything at all. Good on Virtus Pro, though, taking it straight to the cart. They don't give up much cap time. They're going to be able to play here right from the choke point. And there's no...
Chocolate thinks the 5 months. Phone I was talking for 1 fight! Like, not even 1 fight! That was like half a fight!
Yubi forced off the TP instantly. A little bit of cart progress, but Shockwave would love to catch backline. He doesn't want to pause. Big shot by Quartz! Takes down Shockwave, and the ultimate is not going to come out. Virtus Pro trying to force something, getting a little bit over-aggressive, but Twisted Minds read the play. Looking to get in a little bit active now. Venture with no burrow. Could be vulnerable for the repush. Here
Kill Jwoo! Kill Jwoo!
KSA straight to the back line. Very healthy still. And trying to clean up even Bastola. The TP behind Bastola just going to go sack on the card. Take the wipe. Lucio trying to get anything done, but Quartz, too much fancy footwork to get through.
How broken do you think aimbotting on Lucio would be? Like, actually think about how broken and how much damage Lucio does. Sorry. Anyways.
So many ultimates for Twisted Mind here. Quartz open things up, Jake, which has allowed Twisted Minds with a great opportunity here to get the complete
big TP. This position is monstrous for Twisted Minds. The ult is perfect. This the window over the top of the cart. Fix is trying to disrupt it himself, but he gets smoked.
Is he healing him?
The beat comes down. The Annihilation as well. An impossible card to touch.
Oh my god, Twisted Minds. No. Twisted Minds are actually playing Mind Sweeper. I'm gonna be here all day. I'm gonna be here all day.
If you were this pro, yeah, you can't expect to win out those.
Let me know.
They have the 4 or 5 ultimates. It's just too much momentum going Twisted Minds' way. But they don't
Go 4-8-1. Thanks to sub.
if it's not for Quartz opening things up. 16 and 4 is Quartz so far. 9,000 damage with that Freya. I thought it was a really well played attack by Twisted Minds, Jake. I think they had
Another banger from my Go PG. You trying to give me a sub? Fuck no.
best their ultimates. And it looked really clean. Finished with 11 seconds to go on a map which has been kind of difficult to complete here, Jake. Virtus Pro, it's going to be really difficult for to match what Twisted Minds were just able to accomplish.
Wait, J-Woo is 4-5? What the? Huh?
Oh, this is good. Like this, especially with the Pharah ban on this map, it's like
I swear he wasn't even doing that bad on Venture. No, Katie's a lie. Katie's a lie. Katie's a lie.
To go over to the Venture to be able to stall and delay the cart through some of those critical moments where the signals down and just you cannot fight. You have to just hide, and at least Venture can stop the cap from coming through. Maybe on the offense, VP can find something a little bit more purchase. On defense, Sim, maybe it's a little bit more awkward. You don't get to control the plays as much. The attackers have a little.
I want to see like
Gala looking for some kind of nade. Jwoo maybe he's gonna drop a Sonic.
maybe like a May from J-Woo or like. Okay. 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 Okay.
Other than the mirror, and I think you don't want the mirror if you don't know what you're doing. It's better to play something that's a little bit more comfortable. And the defenders is maybe a little bit more awkward for them. Vasola takes the drone very early, but
Dude, I'm telling you, you cannot beat the Sim mind control. You legit cannot beat the Sim mind control. Ethereal Grace things in 10 months.
They don't want to overplay their hand, but that's a nice blasting pick here from Big Set. Maybe even they could get one more. It's a risky pick. I don't think this is a good risk to take if you're UV. He's gonna back off the play. But that's a very strong opening fight. VP, it's very scary. You drop
Sim has only been buffed. I'm telling you right now, Symmetra has literally only been buffed.
To be a bit cautious if you're Virtus Pro, because you need to play around these UV teleports, right? So if you can get out the teleporter, that's great.
Oh my god.
He's out deep here. Quartz swings with the bola shot. They're attacking him into the spawn, giving no quarter to these offensive.
Oh my god.
Is enough to take down Fixa. Here he goes, looking to punish J-Woo. Counter shot from the bola. Does it find anything? Twisted Mind still healthy. Everybody looking strong.
Look at UB. Look at UB.
Very awkward corner. They can't deal damage to him here though.
The Virtus Pro, they just haven't been able to gain any kind of momentum. Twisted Minds, they're just taking it to them.
Vastola dying again.
Oh my Quartz! Oh my!
Johnny, they're crumbling. Twisted Minds.
It's
in their hour of need. Now they're getting aggressive. This is getting egregious. KSA's at the spawn door, bro. This doesn't even make sense what he's doing.
No way. You don't bring the Orisa into this. I don't think this is the call.
No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, the Sim mind control is too strong to beat.
Free energy, but here's the Air Matrix. Even Orisa surely is not tanky enough to weather that storm, but the counter matrix from Gala, maybe it's enough. Both drones forced. KSA having to back off. Trade of ultimates though, 1 for 1. You kind of take that in the dominant position you're in for Twisted Minds.
Twisted Minds has 4 ultimates here, Jake.
They have so many. I mean, the Sim wall is going to be just tremendous in this type of a fight.
What the? Yo, I just saw a flying disc across the screen. What the fuck?
Nice punish by
Hey, I get it.
They're up 1 in this fight. Twisted Minds, surely they just take the wipe here. Get whatever trades you can. Simple drops the drone, stalling for what he can. KSA buying more time. And with 1 minute 30 on the clock.
1 minute 30? Oh my god.
But that was actually a pivotal moment in this attack for Virtus Pro because, like you said, Quartz and Yubi, they kited into a room and didn't get the sound barrier.
I think they TP'd into the enemy spawn, so I'm going to say that's not on Funny Astro. I'm just going to go ahead and call that one out. But Lucio wasn't ready for you guys to be in the enemy spawn.
He does such a great job playing together, and one mistake like that slip up and allows Virtus Pro to get back.
Wait, push ult.
But still, though, like you said,
If they use All's wall, and then we hold this corner? Oh my god, Yubi, I see what you're doing. The Sim player in me awakens. Oh my god, yes! Yes!
Dancing on the wall, very awkward. Ultimate as well, ripped from KSA. Virtus Pro just have to kite back into this.
Yes!
Still alive, still ticking away on that ultimate. Maybe it's been kited
What
away.
the Gala?
Backline was simple. He's in the back. He's smoking them on the back. Getting in with the windows up soon. Big spin from Vastola. Shockwave finds another. It's absolute chaos on the cart. But simple. KSA still healthy. Still fighting this one out. Window if you want to commit it. KSA will
Where is J-Woo going?
And he's playing immaculately on the back. Big connection from an arrow is enough for the follow-up. Shockwave gets it done. Quartz is hanging back, making space from the range. And KSA, he smells victory here. Yubi coming back on the Sim. is going to be one final fight, one last chance for Virtus Pro. It's only the M Matrix, but the aggression once again from TM over the top. Simple, he's low, he's in the drone. No skills.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The rest of Virtus Pro is crumbling. The weight of the sim is too immense. And Twisted Minds in map 6, Johnny. They're getting it over the line with
The UB mind control.
He gets it done.
I told you, everyone didn't believe me. Oh, UB win, VP win. No, I'm telling you.